It is time for games, and I definitely didn't fuck up the microphone again. Anyway, hey, welcome in. Congrats on being first cat. Let me quickly fix my audio here. Give me a second. Okay, that fixed like the buttons now. Anyway, welcome to the stream today. More Skong. I hope you enjoy your food. The bot just sent in a fake. Hey, I cannot believe this bot, right? Like 5 minutes late. Let me click that one. Wow. Thumbs down, I get it. Anyway, talking about like the notification stuff. Wait, let me fix my setup again. The notification about John Silk. That's a stupid joke. I don't know who started it. I just know it like when people do that. I think the first time I heard it when somebody was calling themselves like John Sports, when they were like doing sports, right? Like sports ball and all that stuff, when it's just like, it's a stupid joke. I don't think that there's like a lot of meaning in there. I just, I see a lot of people who just call themselves these days John something. Right, in this case it's John Silk, because, you know, I am Mr. Silksong. Clearly, you know, that kind of stuff. It's just, don't worry about it. I just like, you know, doing clearly non-silly messages, because I would never do something silly on this channel, right? Anyway, hope you have had a wonderful day. Also, that you enjoy your food. I had something I wanted to talk about, but obviously now I got interrupted because of my own stupidity and stuff. But hey, we're going to figure that one out in a second. Since the last stream, I actually did like one little change, and I didn't get to test it today. I lowered the volume of the game a little bit more because I thought it was like a tad loud still. Just let me know, like, in game if it's like too quiet. You've been playing ungodly amounts of blueprints recently, which is fun. Great to hear. I think this game is so amazing. Like, I actually wanted to talk about like a bunch of blueprint stuff during the ranking of all games stream, but obviously my ISP sucks and we didn't have internet for like half the week again. You do, like, they don't realize that I need that for work, you know? That kind of stuff. Like, I'm not talking about this stuff, right? This is a hobby, but I'm, like, literally talking about, like, I cannot properly work on my bachelor's thesis unless I have internet. And I am also sitting in a place where my phone, like, my mobile data, basically doesn't work. Ungodly, not even that bad, except with your body. Yeah, I get it. To be fair, that reminds me that there used to be like this meme that was like sent around where it was like, oh, Skyrim is like such a great game, I'm like so addicted, and like their playtime is like 90 minutes or something like that, right? Like, what means ungodly for some doesn't mean ungodly for others. And I think it's kind of silly how I guess there needs to be like this weird ranking every once in a while, not just in playtime, but like also when it comes to like when people are like in shitty situation, like others go like, but my situation is more shitty than yours. Stuff like that. But also games, right? Like when people are like, oh yeah, I played like for 20 hours, that's so much, and then others come and they're like, you only played 20 hours in the last 24 hours, I played 23 hours, oh, not even a real gamer, are you? Yeah, definitely depends on people's availability and time and energy. Like, I would actually love to play more blueprints, and I'm gonna like take this like here. I'm going to probably repeat that one once I do like the ranking thing, which by the way is going to happen next week, hopefully. But like blueprints is such a fascinating game. The problem is, it is one game that is weirdly draining to play for me as well. To be fair, part of that is just like it's not really a game that you can put down easily. I think the Switch version you can technically do that, but you cannot do that in the PC version. You kind of have to continue playing until, you know, specific points in the game. Otherwise, like, you just basically just lose progress. And, like, a lot. So, it's oftentimes when I used to record, I needed to be available for the next 4 hours, basically. Because otherwise, there was a chance that, like, it just didn't work out, right? But it also means that I had to keep, like, the energy up for, like, 4 hours of recording. Which is also why I, oftentimes switched how I did the recordings. Like, at some point, I just basically went, like, hey, I'm gonna yap for like some parts, and the other parts I'm just gonna be quiet and cut them out, because otherwise I cannot keep the energy up. So, for you'll play the whole day, 12 hours, and you get like 3 hours of playtime because you need tons. Oh, okay, that's that's definitely a rate of play. But hey, 3 hours of a cool game are still cool, you know. But yeah, I mean, I hope you're enjoying it and you're making some progress there. Yeah, that's like, I think, the biggest thing. I hate that you cannot do that in the PC port. It's not just that you can't do that in PC port. Like, I cannot, during a recording, get up and like, I don't know, visit the bathroom or something like that and like pause the game, because the game doesn't pause. You cannot pause blueprints, and like it's like mostly irrelevant like for most things that you do, but like there are things where it's not irrelevant that it doesn't pause, right? So it's just kind of, it makes it hard to record. And like you're making lots of progress and great fun. I thought like, especially like my first, I wouldn't even say like 20 hours, like the first 20 hours were absolutely amazing, but I would say like the first 60, 70 hours of this game were like so amazing when I was playing. The only issue that I am currently having is, I'm gonna call it like stuck on a puzzle. And I'm not really stuck, it's just that it's a puzzle that I have been avoiding for like 60 hours of playtime, or like maybe 50 hours of playtime at this point. Because it's a puzzle where I never really understood how I want to record me solving it. And at this point, I basically, I feel like everything kind of hinges on me solving this one puzzle. Because I've solved like dozens of other puzzles obviously since then. But I feel like this is kind of a, like a, how do I put it? This is a blockade. If I opened that blockade, I bet I would find like so many more puzzles I could work on. But at this point, I'm like down to like 3, maybe 6 leads, like somewhere in that ballpark. And currently, because I'm like busy with my bachelor's, I just said like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take a break. Once I'm done with the bachelor's, I'm going to like record a bunch of episodes again. I'm just going to solve like these puzzles that take like a long time and I don't know how to record. I'm just gonna solve them on my own time and then like present like the solution, I think. Right, you thought the pause screen was an actual pause? Yeah, it's not. Like if you just pause the game in front of a clock and you can see that. I don't know if the Switch port is different, but it's like at least on a PC port, and that's important. Yo Rosie, welcome in. How's your day been? But yeah, that's like basically where I'm stuck, which is also why I haven't played in quite some time. Also, Blueprints is like really annoying because it really attracts like the worst kinds of commenters. I have only had to ban people off my channel. Like, I don't even get a lot of comments, right? But I have only had to ban people off my channel in Blueprints. And I don't know why it attracts like those kinds of people. Yo, Cassie, welcome in. Hope you have a wonderful day. Anyway, like I just wanted to like finish that. Basically, I've had to ban people off my channel just for comments they made on Blueprints. There are also a bunch of people, I don't actually think that they're like subscribers or anything, that they pick up episode 50 of the series and then they're like, hey, here's a spoiler for that. They're like at least nice enough and they're like, hey, I'm gonna spoil you. Don't read the rest of my comment if you don't want a spoiler kind of thing, right? Like I can live with that. Just have those people. I still have like a commenter on there where I'm like, you know, I have warned them. They're like really treading on that line of like, this is a spoiler kind of territory. Next commentator that I don't like, they're getting banned again, right? Like that kind of shit. I don't know what it is with like that series, right? There are like a few series that just attract like really weird comments. The other series that's like actually attracting weird comments, I say weird. Wait, your indigestion is a recent low? Wow. But you actually feel inspired to work out. Your body's saying, wait, a lot. How are we? Well, I am doing fine, I think. I just have like a messed up sleep schedule. That's like the worst thing. And actually, there's another thing that really bothers me currently. So for people who didn't know, I live in the basement, right? The advantage is it's really cool in summer. It's like 20 degrees Celsius. And like Germany doesn't have AC. It's like really hard to install that stuff. Like I'm in like a position where I'm like, you know, in this house, my family owns this. We could technically install AC if I really needed that, but we haven't done so yet, and I think it would be like a wise choice at some point, depending on like how long this house is still going to be ours. But that's a different story. Basically, I actually have a different issue. It's not temperature. Instead, I have an issue when it comes to oxygen levels. I have like one of those CO2 measurement devices, and I tend to pay attention to that a little bit, just because like, how do I put it? It is kind of important to like go to bed with like a lot of oxygen in the air, because like if you're sleeping for 8 hours in a room, at some point the CO2 levels are just going to rise. You never said hi to me. You always feel it's implied. To be fair, I always feel it's implied that I am getting talked to, right? Because nobody talks to me properly. Oh. No, but seriously, so oxygen levels are like really terrible. The last few days, like I always wanted to record. The problem is like recording is also like one of those things where you're breathing out a lot, right? Like you're producing a lot of carbon dioxide. I just could not get the oxygen levels to an acceptable level in my room. The only way I can do that is by opening like all of the windows and have like a fan going, so we get like a little bit of draft, because like the air outside is so stagnant and it's also so warm. So like the cold air in my room obviously doesn't rise up, so to make like an air exchange, I guess. So I'm like really struggling with that, and that makes recording really, really hard currently. Like I am running out of, like I am seriously running out of content I can upload. Like technically, I have another series that I recorded like 2 months ago and I still haven't gotten around to upload. Worst case, it's just going to take over the channel if I don't get like time to record stuff. But yeah. Right. You may be having a bad time, but you did lift weights. I mean, yeah, you know, step by step. That's always nice. Actually, okay, this is another thing. This actually started before I picked up streaming again. I've been dieting recently again, or like trying to get fitter again, because it's like one of those things, right? Like I'm basically an old man at this point, right? No, not quite, but it's getting harder and harder, obviously, to get fitter again. And like ever since my surgeries, I never really picked up like my fitness level again. And like I tend to like rise in, you know, weight every once in a while. Like I used to be like really lanky when I was a kid, and like up until I was like 18. And then I want to say like I got like a really unhealthy relationship to food thanks to my parents. And like I just like both that, and I was like a workaholic, and like all of that mixed together with like stress, and I gained like 20-25 kilograms in like a year. And I've been like always struggling to even maintain that at this point. And like recently I started a new diet where I just don't eat with my family. I just make my own food, and I've been losing like 5 kilograms already. And I also got back to using my treadmill. I have like one of those walking speed treadmills, and just like work on my desk while walking for like 2 hours or something like that. And it's like a really easy way for me personally to get like my 10,000 steps in, right? Like you can easily do that in like 2 hours if you're like walking at like 4 kilometers an hour. So fitness-wise, I'm definitely feeling better. The problem is, again, like I can't do it like in certain time ranges because of oxygen levels down in my room. Because like if you're walking that much, you're also breathing more again. And if like your oxygen levels are too low, you just are going to get a headache. And that's like a beginning point, right? And it's getting like really terrible. I remember that there was like this video that I watched like a few years ago that basically went into the effects of carbon dioxide on your body and like how extreme that actually is. I forgot like the exact measurements. But it's basically, I have like this, again, measurement device. I'm just going to use like those values. Basically, it measures like the carbon dioxide content in parts per million, which basically means like a level outside of the house. Like, you know, in nature, you would have like around 300 to 400 parts per million, but like the measurement device doesn't go like below 400, right? Like this is like a normal level. That's like a 0.4%. And that's quite breathable. And I think once you reach like 0.8 or 0.6%, you're already losing like 10% of your like mental faculties, I guess. It's like really extreme. And there are like some prognoses that basically tell us that like if we continue with like climate change like that, we are going to reach that like in the next few decades, like just outside. We're just going to be like, everyone is just going to be, you know, by default 10% stupider just because of the air contents, I guess, that we are breathing. Stuff like that. This is definitely something, which is also why you should really air out your room constantly, especially like if you're like in a classroom or something like that. You can feel your body and energy change at your older age. Back onto the treadmill in the past month and try to stay healthy. Yeah, it's definitely something. Like, again, like I always joke about that I am somewhat old, and I do know that you also call me old sometimes, but like, I'm like not that old, but I do remember, I guess the first time like my body completely shut down. This is like post-surgery. Wait a second. Okay, thanks for the exclamation ISP. Also, welcome in Paxi. I hope you enjoyed cleaning your kitchen. At least it's nice now. Anyway, what was I? Basically, I remember this is like a story from like when I had my first surgeries. Basically, I used to always be kind of fit. Like I never was like part of any sports clubs or anything like that. There are like many reasons why I didn't join like when I was a kid. The only thing I ever did was like for a long time at least. Like I tried some things for like 1 or 2 sessions and then just stopped doing those because I never really enjoyed them. The only thing that I did long term was like being a junior firefighter, which at least is also like a little bit of moving around. But even before then, I was always like kind of fit because I was like a boy growing up in basically a village, right? Like we had like forests and like a playground, and like my parents always sent me outside kind of thing. Like I never got like fit on the level that like my friends who were like in sports clubs, like especially like football were, but I was like, you know, fit in the sense like I never experienced anything where that I couldn't complete like stamina wise basically when I was a kid. Like sometimes I would need like a 5-minute break to like just like get some air in, but generally I would have like enough energy afterwards to just like continue the run or something like that. even though I might have not been like the fastest or anything like that, but I was like always capable. And I remember, this is like, I had like my surgeries when I was like 13, and I didn't get to do any sort of exercise. I barely moved for like half a year or so, because like I was laying in bed with like my, you know, my leg like literally broken, right? Like the doctors had to break my leg to like retransplant some bones and stuff. But I remember like I was done like with like, well, like not done, but like I was doing like physical therapy, which was like the biggest thing, which was basically just to extend like the, what's it called? Like it's not the Achilles first or whatever you call it at the back of my foot that I had to extend. This was like the major thing about like my physical therapy, but I didn't really, I guess, exercise in that side. Anyway, like half a year like after those surgeries, I was like finally fit again. And basically my friends from my town were all taking the bicycle to school. Never been an issue. It's like a half-hour ride. It's not that bad. Like up some hills, but like nothing I could never do, right? You know? And I remember going to school like that, and they were like all like sports guys. They played like all their sports ball. They were all fit. They were, you know, just, I guess, just going to school as fast as possible, and I was obviously following them. I was keeping up with them. But I remember stepping off my bike at school, and like my entire system just crashed instantly, right? Like I was like standing there, I almost lost like consciousness, and I just puked next to the bikes. So yeah, and that's like the first experience that I had, like where my body completely changing. Again, that's like technically not because of age, it's like more because of you know, surgeries and stuff, but still, it's so crazy. And it took me like many years to accept the fact that my body does not keep up with like what I imagined my body to keep up. This is like something that like repeated like over and over again, where I just tried to keep up with like all my friends, and I just couldn't. And I basically like my entire like blood circulation just like broke down every time. It's like, I don't know if you've ever had that. That's like the worst feeling afterwards, because you're feeling for the rest of your day, it's basically like your body is broken. Like it's not just like a thing that you will recover from like in an hour. It's like literally like 24 hours. You're constantly freezing. Your blood is not really pumping. You cannot concentrate on anything. Everything hurts. Your brain is like foggy. That kind of stuff. It's, yeah. I think at that point, I should have really accepted that, but it took me like many years for that. The problem is, and this is like a thing that always like pissed me off, and this is P. Like, not P, but PE, like the class. Just to make it clear, I know it's my accent, but like, in those classes, I always had to basically compete against like all of the other boys who were playing like football in their free time. And I remember, that's why like at the very end of like my school, like I had like 4 surgeries at that point, like 3 on my legs, 1 on my wrist. And the last, like after that, basically we didn't have like our own gyms anymore. There were like, let's just say somebody burned down our first gym and then the second gym that our school had. That was very lovely. And then we had to go like to like a public gym, and just, we basically used like these exercise machines to get our grade instead, because we still needed to get a grade. This is like in like 12th grade or something like that. And I remember we had like these rowing machines, and we had to like row, like no practice or anything like that before then. Basically like first day we go there, rowing machine, this is going to be like 60% of your grade. Kind of bullshit, right? And I remember sitting on there and like going for it, and you had to like row for like, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, and like have to see like how far you could actually make it in that time. Wait, not P class, yeah, PE. Yeah, no, it's like just the thing that I had to kind of make sure that there's a difference. It's also just, I talk a lot, right? And sometimes I slur my words because of that. Anyway, so like gym class, we had like these rowing machines, basically, you know, emulating like taking like a kayak or something like that. And I remember you had to do that like for 20 minutes or something crazy. And I remember like I was rowing and like really at the end of my energy basically, and I was looking at like this list and was like, oh, I could get like a B if I get if I continue like at the current pace for like the last 5 minutes. So I did. I basically just barely scratched like the line to get like a B. And then I looked at the list again. This was not a list for the boys. This was a list for the girls. I literally just passed it by 1 meter. A passing grade for boys, and it really pissed me off, because like it's like the classic thing where the PE grades don't really, like, I'm not saying that there's like like any like no physical correlation between that, right? Like there's a reason why they did that. I just think it's like really stupid because when I was not fit, I was always really fast because I was just tall. Right, I think that there were like a lot of people who were like a lot fitter than me, who did like sports, like we're talking about like 7th grade or something like that. But I was just like, you know, 1.80 meters tall, and they were like 30, 40 centimeters shorter than me and were like slower, which is why they got like worse grades than me, even though they were like overall physically fitter. And like this was really pissing me off, like with the rowing, because like the girls who did like any sort of sports outside of school, they had no problem to even beat like the A grades for like boys. Never had an issue. It's just like the girls who don't do sports that had like an issue. So I don't know. I'm 180 centimeters. Yeah, I look short. I'm just wide. And by the way, like the 180 centimeters, I've been that tall since 7th grade. I stopped growing when I had my first surgery. That's like one of the side effects that these surgeries have. Because like you're restructuring bones, right? Like it takes the body a lot of energy to, you know, fix those. But yeah, like I just, it always pissed me off because like, again, like we had like a bunch of girls who actually did like sports outside and they could absolutely keep up with like the boys. At least like on like the school levels, right? Like there were always like some really exceptional boys who could like jump 6 meters or something crazy. So I don't know. Tall goose? I don't see any geese. Right? They are all beneath me. No, but seriously, it's just like something that really pisses me off in like schools. I think it's just, especially like PE grades say like basically nothing about you because they're like so intertwined with like basically just either genetics or if you do like any sort of sports outside. Right? There were like so many grades I did like terrible in, like for example like doing acrobatics on like bars and stuff. Like how am I supposed to practice if the only chance I have like to interact with any sort of like, you know, gymnastic bars is in school in those 90 minutes and like other kids also need those to practice, right? But yeah, if you met in person, you'd have to break your neck looking at you from a wheelchair. Yeah. Okay, here's a really funny thing. All the people I know who are like in wheelchairs, I don't know about you, Kat, I don't know how tall you are, but like all of them are like really tall. Like I work with a guy, and like I only met him like after he was in his wheelchair, like he was like in a car crash because of like one of his friends. And basically couldn't walk anymore for obvious reasons, right? But the guy was like almost 2 meters tall. And I never really considered that because obviously I only saw him sitting, right? And they're like a bunch of those people that I've met like over time. And it's just like the most extreme example where it's like really like 190 something or something like that. It's like, what's that in feet? That's like closer to 7 than 6 feet. Let's put it like that. It's just really crazy that it's just like a weird coincidence. That's not you? Well, I mean, I would prod you for like, you know, deeds, but I know you, so. Feet is such a weird measurement. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get that fetish. Let's be honest. But no. I've been yapping for almost half an hour. I'm gonna take a sip. Unless you have like a story to tell. And otherwise I would jump into the game in a second. Just because I do know that I don't have like an infinite amount of time and I would like to make some progress, you know? So anyway. Let me boot up the game. Wait, let me first go offline in Steam. Before people annoy me. You know, that's like the worst thing ever. It's like the classic thing where nobody ever sends you a chat message on Steam unless you are busy, right? Or like starting a new game or something like that. It's crazy. Like I have so many, because I used to always be like set to busy on Steam in the past. I've just got like random messages, like a month later I would like look at my chat history and it's like, oh yeah, like 5 people were actually chatting with you and you never replied. I'm like, just send me a message on Discord, guys. Who uses Steam? Anyway, let me start the game and pause the music. Ooh. I did mention this earlier, but did I mention this earlier? I wanted to mention this earlier if I haven't. I did lower the volume of the game a little bit. I thought the game was a little bit too loud, in my opinion. Like, I lowered it by like another 5 decibels. Just let me know if it's like too quiet. We can change that, you know? Oh. Yeah. I don't, like, it shouldn't be like too noticeable in the main menu, but still. Also, I did actually write down, like after I was done streaming, I actually did write down the names because I'm terrible at writing down names. So I have a list of names. I am not going to use that list of names, but hey, you know, the notebook is getting some use. Anyway, I guess we can just start. Let's start game. Look at that. The marrow. 1 hour, 40 minutes. Ignoring like the 20 minutes of break in between, but hey, you know, we're making progress. So just pretend that we are making progress. And let's get into it. Ooh. Didn't actually notice the loading screen last time that there's like, you know, the Hornet just walking. Wait. You're using metric for everything except for feet for height and pounds for weight. Yeah, that's like so weird, right? Okay, I've mentioned this like just to finish this thought basically. There are so many weird measurements. The only measurement where I'm like, you know, I don't really care what people use is probably Celsius or Fahrenheit because like both of them are like really arbitrary, right? And like I've definitely heard like the argument where people are like, oh, if you're using Celsius, you can just use Kelvin, right? Like because you can do like easy math. And I'm like, there's like the Kelvin variant for Fahrenheit. I just completely forgot what the name is, but that exists, right? It's completely arbitrary. But yeah, I don't know. It's completely fine to me at least. Look at me just looking around. Oh yeah, we are like at a flea market, right? Let's call it a flea market. Clearly, it's a market. It's not like a refugee camp or like whatever tour they are doing here. Wait, it's not really a refugee camp. It's just like them collecting. I don't know. You know what I mean? They're just like getting together here and like enjoying their time. Did they have a name, by the way? I feel like I forgot that. If they had, you might have had one, right? Mushka, yeah, Mushka. Let me write that down because apparently I didn't write down all the names. Like this one seems fine. Second, Mushka, the flea master. You know, just for the future. Oh yeah, we read that last time, but there are many lost and lonely fleas still scattered across the kingdom. If only some more of them joined us, the caravan could continue its journey. You find the little deers in all sorts of strange places, for they love to peek and pry and play, but if you rouse them, they are sure to find their way here. You know, we could have just said like their way and that would have rhymed, you know? I'm like kind of mad now. No. You're Grishkin? I just have to write down like all of the names because apparently I didn't check like the last few minutes of my recording. Grishkin? Zombies here. I see them eat through the bony ground. It's very smart. Bone is everywhere. Much abandoned. If only I had such stomach. Ha ha. Okay. And you were... Oh wait, I don't have to attack. It's Vaga. Lovely. It's warm here, you agree? It's very, what to say, cozy. The flea master, though, is always one to move on. We will be dragged away somewhere much worse soon, I think. I guess so. Anyway, I have like those names now. You can't believe I'd stab. To be fair, it's more of a slash, if you really think about that. That's more of a stab, okay? Oh. I still like the little reaction that you only get if you hit like the ground or something like that. Oh. I like the wiggly animation. What about you? Whoa. Oh. And you? Oh. Oh, I'm tickling you, I get it. No, but anyway, last time we started exploration. Wait, you gotta boss around some men building your deck? Well, you better boss them properly, okay? Anyway, I guess we can continue onwards. Let me remember where we are. I think we are like in the center, like basically like where, you know, Ron's cloak currently is, right? If I recall correctly. Again, we don't use a compass. Compass is lame. We've been here. I could go further to the right, I guess. Oh wait, we can't go through here. There's a... Wait a second. Am I somewhere else then? Huh. Unless it's just shown because, what was their name? Chakra was there, right? That just means that we can technically open that one if we go to the right. Wow. Can't believe... Okay, here's the annoying thing. Like, I reinstalled, like, 7TV as a plugin, so that means I can see, like, the deleted messages again. And now they are even going for AI viewers? My god, those bots. Anyway, I'm gonna disable 7TV for like my chat real quick, just because, you know, it doesn't really work. Wait, how do I disable that quickly? Where are my extensions? Because like, it doesn't really work. Like deleted messages against like spoilers don't really work if I can still read the message, right? So I'm gonna have to disable that one. Okay, disabled. And reload that page. Yeah, who the fuck would want AI viewers? This is like another thing I wanted to like quickly mention. Okay, now I don't see them anymore. And I wanted to quickly mention, this is like, I mentioned how Blueprints comments are like really, really weird. How people just really love spoilers for Blueprints, right? And they're like really spoiler, I guess trigger happy in a way. When it comes to Minecraft, on the other hand, I get like so many comments on there that just feel like the most bot comments. But like, I don't get those comments. Right, it's like there's just somebody writing something like nice or something like that, which is like fine, like I don't really care. But those are like empty channels, are they just there to seem more real? I don't know. I have no idea. Like maybe people just enjoy those videos, right? But they're like so, I guess they say so little, those comments. I just don't. Oh, okay, there's spikes. I wouldn't believe it, let's put it that way. Right, and I don't think those are like subscribers or anything like that. To be fair, I don't see like my list of subscribers like YouTube. Most of them are hidden anyway. But I was reading something, I'm sorry. It's just kind of confusing. Yo, Cal, welcome in. You're just in time for gaming. And seeing me get like hit by spikes constantly. Oh, wait, that does make sense. Like, I was like thinking about like the map there. But hey. Anyway, that should be fine. We didn't go this way last time, did we? No, wait, No, we went to the left side, right? We had like the big climb, if I recall correctly. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So I guess I know where I am. I say I guess because like guessing is the only thing I can do. Anyway, I would like to heal. Please, Mr. Bug, could you help me? Ooh, that's quite something. Anyway, I guess I'm just gonna go over here. I still can't heal, right? Like I need to completely fill that one up. It feels weird to just have like enough for one spell. Huh? Am I feel like I'm missing something here. That feels like a little bit long. Maybe, like, I don't really feel like I can pogo off of lava, but... Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I don't wanna, you know, die here. I should probably stop reading chat, you know, while I'm running around in, like, enemies. Read the marrow? Yeah. That's like where I reached last time. I did meet the fleas and I did get a map, but that's basically it. Didn't really do too much last time. Anyway. Okay, I'm playing terribly right now. I don't know why. We need exclamation forest clearly. Just say something smart and maybe we can do that. You know, pretending like you guys never say anything smart, you know, clearly. Anyway. I guess I'm just gonna continue this way then. Oh no! That's just kind of cruel. I don't know. Okay, this is like a weird thing. In especially video games where you can like push enemies off. Do you think it's like more cruel to push them off into like lava to kill them, or like to slash them and then have their dead body fall into lava? Because I don't know. For some reason, it just feels more cruel to have them like burn alive. I don't know. Big guy, you're going to charge? Yep. Okay. Good old. Oh. And I should have enough to heal, and I'm full alive. That's great. I guess I'm just gonna explore this way then. There's like really a lot to explore. Maybe I need to go back into the moss area then. Was there even something I could do? I don't know, I'm just gonna check real quick. I need to like reorient myself anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Because you couldn't... Oh yeah, up there was like a path to the left. I completely forgot about that. Obviously, I can just continue that way. That should be fine. Yeah, exclamation compass. We're not going to get that one. Nobody likes compasses. They're like so needy. And like, I don't know. Okay, that's not even a wall I can break. They really just want to, you know, force you into a direction. And I don't like that. I don't like quest markers either, like especially, like I mentioned this before, I actually like quest markers like Hollow Knight and Silksong are doing them, where you see like the quest marker, but it's like not something constantly visible unless you're like explicitly looking, right? I just hate it like if you get like, imagine you had like an arrow pointing like to the left constantly and it's like, oh, go this way, you know? Exactly. Just consider knowing where you are. Have I been inside of this room? I guess not. Huh. Oh wait, I have. For some reason I'm just confusing myself because I am, you know, that kind of confused. Just kind of weird. I don't know. I feel like I'm reading the map wrong currently. Just brief, like not briefly, but like barely. Because like something feels off. It might just be that there's like a screen transition that doesn't feel like a screen transition on screen. I don't know. Maybe I'm just blind. I'm just gonna recheck like all of the rooms to the side here. Because I bet I have seen this one, right? You were playing a Metroidvania with your brother and you remarked that I didn't know... Wait. Yeah. That's definitely something. Like, I do think it's more... Okay, we definitely have been in this room. It's definitely more interesting to, like, explore. I think that's, like, kind of a selling point on a Metroidvania, basically. Talking Metroidvanias, I still need to, like, make some recommendations every once in a while, right? Like, I've been playing, Emurom recently, and it's, like, definitely a game I would recommend if you like, Metroidvanias, especially if you like something, like, Animal Well. I genuinely think it's like a really cool game in that sense. It's like a really small one. Also, it's a great series to watch if you want to see me mispronounce Finnish. Because apparently the creator is Finnish, and a lot of the words in there are like either explicitly Finnish or like Finnish, like, I guess, inspired. So, that took me like a moment to realize that, so I was pronouncing like Finnish words in like a semi-English accent. So that was definitely something. Yeah, that's fun. I think it's like a really cool game. Like, I'm just gonna bring it up because like nothing's happening here, but like, to me, the game is basically what I expected Animal Well to be before I played that one. That's probably the best way to explain it. But it's basically all I give for like spoilers. It's also like a relatively short game. I'm not done yet, but like, it's a small map. That's the only way I can put it. Right. Yep, I know my audience. Clearly. The only thing I need now is more games where I get killed by trees. Seriously, I'm just kind of confused by like how I got here, I guess. I know where I am, but like I guess I didn't pay attention properly. No, the singing. Don't me. While I'm at it, I do have 30. Could I buy anything else with like 30 here? Renera. Your charts and tools show fine skill, Chakra. I've met few who'd match your talent. Oh, Mamushke. Cartography. Peh. Bacalo. It is a craft skill common amongst my tribe, most important to keep one's mind sharp when on a journey. The charting of caverns, the memory of travel, the knowing of one's place within the kingdom. An engaging task for a warrior's mind. Exactly, that's why you don't get a compass. An unfortunate thing that my great mentor never learned the skill, her talent at getting lost. I should almost be impressed. Great. How do you feel about paying attention to the screen is for noobs? Basically, but I don't think I've said that. Like, I prefer like to be more organic. I don't know. But hey. And that's also fair. I've hated mushrooms for far longer than I've hated bridges. Don't forget that. Like, my mushroom hate cannot be stopped. Can I go? I should go over here, right? There was like another entrance. Anyway. I guess we're exploring this place now. This feels like a boss arena. A shrine? You were... Okay, I don't know what you're doing, but like something stringy happened to you. I mean, I can do this one. It's basically the same, right? I don't like how you're jumping. But hey, you have money! I can rob you! Oh, yes! Can I? Okay, I can jump back up here. I completely forgot, like, this is like one of those small things, right? Like, I've definitely used it in the game already because it feels so natural to be able to climb somewhere. But like, obviously, if I'm thinking, like actually thinking about it, I don't think about the fact that I have ledge grab just because I didn't have one before, right? Anyway, who's like talking here? I don't like this. Don't talk in my face. Or like... Oh, I get it. Okay, I didn't quite notice this with like the one before. Like I just saw like some string going around, but like there's like clearly some play going on, right? Yep. It just looks kind of weird. Look at that jump. Look at that roll. I'm still gonna murder you. It feels like you're not at fault here, but like you have money. You know? Yeah, exactly. I'm the streamer. Yeah, shut up. That's why I generally play on like 2% volume. And like, I don't know. Because otherwise people don't shut up. It's like such a streamer, like YouTuber thing, right? Like I played another game recently, and like there was kind of a gag like in between, like whenever I started talking, an NPC in there just started to talk. I don't know. Anyway, beets. Give me those. Delicious and red. Red is my favorite color for beets. They're like the most delicious. Anyway, I guess we can go over here. There are like more of you. It's kind of rude. Like maybe I shouldn't murder all of them, but hey, you know, it's too late now. I've already murdered one of them. Now I guess, you know, the amount of murderers in this world stays the same as long as I keep murdering and don't die. You know? Like at worst, it's actually going to lower because I might murder a murderer, you know? I should just heal. Just because I have like the silk. Of the silkiness. I don't know if I want to go to the left or the right. I did see that there was like something. I'm just kind of distractible. Okay, I can't actually make... Okay, I could have made that one had I kept the fly around. Maybe I'm gonna go back to like the left at a later date. I guess I'm just gonna go to the right. There should be a lever here somewhere, right? Assuming that I'm going to like the place that I'm guessing I'm going. Yep, bench. I love benches. Also, we can buy a second map. This is actually an interesting thing. Like a really small thing, like design-wise. I like how I got here basically like exploring decently well. And I didn't have enough money for 2 maps, but I did have enough money for 1 map. But like now doing like the small loop that brought me back here, I get like enough for a second one. I'm not saying that it's going to be like perfect each time, but I feel like it's probably calculated that way. I will soon leave these crumbling roads, but if you stop by the settlement below, we may meet again. I pass there often to trade with the pilgrims. Oh yes, I'm gonna get the Mossland map. Yep. I would like a map. Not a conquest though. Nobody wants that. And I kind of want these shell markers, but obviously I don't have the money. Well, I hope you have, you know, a great journey. Shonka, okay. I think it's funny how we are the tall maiden friend and we have like another tall maiden friend, okay? But hey. For now we just continue. Oh yeah, you're all here again. How lovely. Also should probably check the map. Oh, it's so green. I love the green. That's the marrow. That's the marrow again. Grass. Okay, the Moss Grotto is another place. Huh. Unless it's just like not on the map here. Maybe it's like on here. Okay, it is. But just like not on the small map. Which is, to be fair, quite reasonable, I think. Anyway, I guess I'm just gonna continue. Because who cares about maps? Okay, I could technically go back. Like, I don't really know what they want from me here. But I can definitely go to the left side if I work, you know, my way with this guy here. Could I get you to go a little bit further to the side? Could you charge at me? Okay, that's not quite what I wanted. I need to keep you alive. To the charge. And then I can... Okay, that was almost it. I think I need to reach like the other side as well. Oh. Ah, that was actually really close. Like I just saw it and was like, you know what, this is like the perfect distance, and apparently it wasn't. It wasn't quite, at least. Ah, that is though. Anyway, I guess we are going up here. Very lovely. Look at that! There's a village down there. I think it's the one that I know already. Exclamation Gaming doesn't exist, I think. It's still exclamation Artilak, okay? Clearly. Do I want to go down here? I guess I do want that. I guess you have to say it yourself. I think exclamation GG may exist. I don't know if I actually still have that one. But hey. I don't know why... Yeah, I think spelling it with the correct amount of letters does work. Anyway. That just happens. You know, everyone misspells stuff all the time. Anyway. I guess I can slap this one. What's your opening? Oh? Elevator? That's new. Oh, we have a pressure plate. That's also new. Not even a lever. The new pressure plate technology. And we're here. Okay. That's actually a really nice shortcut. Didn't quite expect it to be like that great. I'm just gonna sit here just for the map. Look at that. I don't actually want to talk to people. I wanna play. I wanna play. Another thing, please remind me like in like 20 minutes, half an hour-ish that I'm gonna take a break. You know, as I mentioned this before. You think that this is why it should be cat? I mean, we can change that. Like, just like I would have to restart not a goose spot for that. So just remind me post stream. I'm gonna change it. It's okay. I actually do like this region because you can... Okay, I hate this region now. No, I do like the region because you can skip ahead. Wait, are you coming down? Okay, you're coming down. I was like kind of disappointed there for a second. No, but seriously, where was I? Right, remind me to take breaks. And I also really like this region because of apparently it's like a skill gate in a way that wasn't required in Hollow Knight. I don't know if it's like, I guess, I always say like intended. Like when I mean intended, it's like intended for like a first playthrough instead of like, I guess, a speedrun strat. Oh, just like that. And I don't know if I can... Oh. I failed that jump. Definitely doable though. Look at me poking around. I was poking around, I guess. Oh no, it's just a mod. I thought this was like actually a pressure plate. Just was because it was thinking like that. No, but seriously, where was I? I really like that. I don't know, like when I say like intended solution, I oftentimes talk about like developers obviously have like intended solutions for basically all of their games. If there's like any design in there, that doesn't mean that there can't be like multiple intended solutions, but they're like, you know, but oftentimes there's like one solution that you're going for, like one direction for. Okay, I thought I had like a longer jump. That's on me. For like a first playthrough, for example, right? Like where the game kind of guides you. It's like why I talked about like the 2 maps, for example. If you do like those loops, you have like exactly enough money to get like a map and like a way to draw your own map. Can I? Okay, I can't hold onto that one? Or can I not hold to, onto something after pogoing? I'm actually not sure. But anyway, like when I talk about like intended solution, I oftentimes just basically mean, hey, there's like a way that the developer thinks that would be a great way to make progress, basically. And I'm not sure if this is like the way. I'm still gonna do it, right? Like I feel like if I wasn't playing so stupid, I could definitely do that. And I'm gonna figure it out at some point. And now I'm curious. And I feel like the magma path wasn't like that interesting to me because, I don't know, it's kind of hot and it's like already hot here. And I would like to ignore like the hotness of the world. Oh, could I get you to, yep, do that one, and then that wasn't enough. Hey, it was enough, okay. I guess I can get some beads. Ow. Okay, I am not gaming. Okay, that's more like it. Absolutely not gaming. But that should be fine. Maybe I can, you know, activate those chains somehow? It was so hot here yesterday. Exactly. Ignoring global warming sounds chill. Exactly. But it was cold that one day. Clearly, global warming and stuff. That's actually okay. That's like a really a thing because I had to think about that like recently. It's like I know it's these days called climate change and not global warming because climate change is more accurate. But I come from like the generation where I've been taught that it is called global warming. So I'm always thinking about it as global warming, and I'm using that term like way more often than I should probably. You're looking for SF tomorrow, and you're looking, yeah. Colder weather sounds great. You know, after that summer. What's happening? A mole? Mole guy? You're spitting. Okay. I thought you would maybe jump down. Okay, I'm safe here. That's great to know. Okay, that's not great. Okay, I see now. I feel like you're not an enemy. You're like an obstacle instead. Don't get hit. I don't want to die to this guy, gotta be completely honest. Yeah, it seems like there's another platform over there. I just have to be quick. Okay. Stop puking all over me, okay? That's like so rude. I don't know, like, I don't like that I don't see the next platform over there. Okay. I can definitely make it to the next room. Okay, lovely. Not so lovely actually. I need a key? An old stone gate with a simple keyhole. Wait, going out because of some vomit is not my ideal way to go. I mean, have you seen Half-Life? Yet, for some reason not. I don't know. Unless it's chunky enough, then maybe. Water? Oh, secret tunnel. Oh, mask shot. I do have like another one, right? No, this is the first one. I just saw like one in a store. That's the thing. Let's go. Okay, I guess I'm gonna die on my way back now. Like I could just like I've talked about this. Like I could technically just like save and quit, and I would be back at the bench. But I do think that this is kind of boring. I don't know if you are going to return like the moment I go through here. You probably are going to. Yep. Stop puking, please. I hate this. I hate that I'm gonna die to this guy. That was unfair. The first death to puke. I don't know if this counts as a boss. I don't want to know if it is. So I'm just gonna say don't update the list. But that's the first boss to puke. Can't believe this. Oh yeah, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the bossing around. I guess I'm back here now. Could check that. Wait, I have to sit down again, right? Like for some reason it doesn't just write it down if I'm respawning, I'm assuming. I think it was like that in Hornet. I'm gonna have to check that like the next time I die. I wasn't really paying too much attention. I guess I can climb up there. Interesting. Oh, wait. There's like this symbol. I'm assuming this is like where my loot is, right? I should probably get that. Loving this chat. I mean, that's a great chat. Anyway, you know, I always like to remember, like to remind, not remember. I mean, I do like to remember stuff, but I do like to remind, you know, the mods that they are free to add stuff if they want to add stuff, as always. Stuff and things. Okay, I'm gonna do that. This time I'm just gonna not die, you know? Okay, how do I deal with you? Could you please go to the left? Okay, that's not quite it. Stongs, exactly. I was looking to the right. Why am I falling down here? No! We can do that another time. I guess I'm just gonna explore here then. Well, too bad. I don't know if there's going to be anything here. I just feel really stupid about falling that deep. You know, it's like one of those moments. You know, I could have just, you know, restarted. Would have not had any issues. Oh yes, thanks for the investment into Half-Life. We're definitely going to play that at some point, just because like I feel like Half-Life, just because I played the first one on stream, I'm definitely going to do like the second one on stream as well. There was like nothing here, right? Yeah. It was such a graceful fall. I wish I would have seen like half of it and hadn't looked at chat, but I thought like, hey, I'm only falling. Nothing bad is going to happen while falling, right? Worst thing that can happen is the landing in a no fall damage game, you know? Can't believe this. Pogo? I missed that pogo. I guess I can just use those to practice, okay? That's fine. I think I'm trying to remember what I did see here last week, but you know, my memory, you know, is failing me already. Oh yeah, this was like some... Did I find like a berry here? Oh, you're so rude. Why would you wait there for me? Can't believe this. Will you like stop with your spiking? Okay. Anyway, I guess I'm just gonna continue. For now, everything is fine. Everything is awesome. I just have to do the climb. I have this weird suspicion that this fall is not just there to troll you. Gotta be completely honest. I have the weird suspicion that... No, actually, I think that there should be a lore reason why there's like this gap. It's probably that we are going to reach the cutscene in the beginning of the game. Wait a second. Did I try to climb up here before? Oh, wait, I did. There were like these things up there. I don't know what I did up there otherwise. Anyway, like it's probably going to be a place where I am going to like revisit like the cutscene from the very beginning, because obviously like the cage would have had to fall from somewhere, and it's like the perfect place for that. And yeah, I'm just going here to farm money and health, I guess. Yo Mona, welcome in. How did you miss stream notification? I don't know what's going on with that. To be fair, like the bot was also late. So anyway, welcome in. I hope you enjoyed your day. You have missed nothing. Ignore my death count, okay? I've definitely not died to some vomit just now. Anyway. I guess I'm gonna slap some more bugs and climb up again, because I really want those probably like 5 beads that I had on me. How much achievements? You did see the VOD, right? Afterwards, I literally just, I climbed... Wait, I can actually show you on the map real quick. I climbed like... Okay, I can't actually point at it, but like I did basically climb back up to where you got the map, went to the left, met like the puking guy, and went to the left there, noticed that there is a closed gate and also like the mask chart, and then on my way back I died. because I don't take like the save and quit route. I have to walk into puke, and for some reason the puke reached me. I dive and then I fell, yeah. Basically that. And otherwise you haven't really missed anything. I've only been playing for like 20 minutes, so don't worry about it. Anyway, what's your drink of choice? I guess in my way it's always like cola. Anyway, it's not puke. Yeah. Not a good spot is always ready for puke, I guess. Anyway, like, to me it's like just cola. I do drink like a lot of water also, but like, water to me is, how do you put it? I like water, right? It kind of depends on like my mood as well. There are like just some days where I really would just want to drink water, nothing else. But if I drink like something else, it's generally cola. I drink, like I have like some next to me currently just because I had like half a cup still before starting stream. Look at it being black and stuff. I have like my own like sugar-free stuff that I mix. Just because like too much sugar, you know, also not that great. Anyway, oh yeah, it's this one. Water's elite, yeah, water's great. But I do like this stuff every once in a while. It's like one of those things where you tend to drink more if you just, you know, have like some flavor in there. They're like, you know, I think there are like a lot of studies on that. I want to say like, I do remember hearing about like some of the studies. I'm not going to pull out any though, so. Regular Coke, yeah, that's also great. As I mentioned, I only changed to like zero stuff just because I drink like a lot of it and it's just like healthy. And also, I can keep it in a soap dispenser. This is like the syrup. I just have to like squirt it like 5 times or so and then I have like the perfect amount for like a glass of cola. And that's great. It doesn't work with the regular sugar one because obviously that's like too syrupy. But hey, Cola plus Coke Zero. And that's also like a mix. I do know that there are like a lot of people who kind of mix it down. And that's also fine, I guess. You're obsessed with lemonade during summer? I mean, that's also fine. I remember when I was a kid, when I was a really young kid, I always was drinking Fanta, which is like, you know, like, I guess an orangey lemonade. It's like the story behind it is like kind of this like a cola replacement from Germany during it was like the 1970s or I don't know when exactly that was where it started. And it's like still a common drink. And then I switched over to Sprite and 7-Up when I was like 12ish, I think, and then I don't know, yeah. Wait, it was already during World War II. I thought it was post World War II. I thought it was like during like the occupation of Germany. I don't. Oh wait, I actually wanted to take the elevator, but let's sit here just because I can. Not during. Okay, I guess I got that wrong then. Okay, but still, basically it started there. Do you mean American style lemonade, not like Sprite? So like squeezing like a lemon, basically, right? Because of the trade restrictions. Yeah, I always thought that was like post World War, but hey, I guess I am just uninformed like that. I just remember it was like something about like trade restrictions. I just thought it was like a little bit later. Also, you know, I used to drink like a lot of that, and at some point I started like cola. I couldn't drink cola when I was like really young because it was like making me too hyper. Like when I was, I don't know, like 10. I should probably not kill you. I need you to pogo. That's still not enough. No. Okay, this time I'm gonna go to the left. Also, there was like a. Did I see that right? It was like a gate, or was that actually an open path? It's still kind of on me that I fail like this. Where was I? I couldn't drink that when I was like young, and then at some point I started when I was like 16 or something like that. And definitely didn't help like my whole gaining weight when I was like 18 kind of thing. But yeah. You make a concentrate at work, but you love the syrup with the lemon peel. Okay. I mean, sounds delicious. Like, I think lemon taste is fine. It's just not like my favorite one. I don't know. Maybe like a proper like lemonade, like squeeze like that would be different. Like I've tried also like just water, like putting in like a little bit of lemon juice. Not the biggest fan of that actually. I've tried that like during last summer, I think. I don't know, I just prefer like just water at that point. But hey. Yeah. Also, I need like one last slap. Okay, I still need to go back. Like again, I need like those 30 beats. Don't worry about it. This time I'm not gonna get puked on because I'm gonna get what this is all about. Also, I still wanna see if I can kill you. This is like the next thing. I don't know if I have like the timing for that done though. Like I could probably slap you once and just murder you if I wanted to. Because I definitely deal damage to you. Okay, you deal 2 damage. Good to know. I should have probably not used that here. Still gonna try that. Oh wait, I can't dash here. I don't know why I'm stupid. You know what? I'm gonna go back and just gonna heal. I feel like that if I had a dash, this would be kinda easy. I don't know why I was like so used to having a dash. Even though I have not used the dash in so long. Please don't make me fall down the hole again. Okay, that's perfect. You think Lemonade is either really good or really mid? I could see that maybe. Again, I don't think I've ever had like a really good Lemonade. I need to retry that at some point. Same, this is sweet and tart, a little sour, so refreshing. I mean, yeah. I mean, also it's true that it's a lot easier to kill people, you know, with like a sword at a door. Where was that? That was like another thing. Oh yeah, like, while I'm drinking like a lot of cola, I did actually get like more of this syrup because like when I got the soda stream first, like for work, like we got like a bunch of like those test packages and like some I actually liked, and I am apparently not good at this game. I got like a bunch of those test packages for like some syrup, and some I actually liked, and I still buy some of those types still to this day because I have like a lot of friends who like the different flavors. Like I do have cola. I used to have like the orange flavor, which is like basically Fanta, and I also still buy pink grapefruit. I do also like that one. It's just, how do I put it? It's like a little bit strong of a flavor in my opinion. Like you really have to be ready for like taste in a way. Oh, you're in a perfect position. Perfect. And another one that I actually got was pink grapefruit. No, wait. I had pink grapefruit. That was the one that I was talking about. Like, not a pink grapefruit, but passion fruit. I actually really like passion fruit juice. I do not necessarily like the syrup-y kind, though. But drinking that, I realized that I used to drink that one in Egypt a lot. Because they had, like, these mixing machines there with, like, some syrups. And apparently one of them was just whatever that mixer was. For some reason, we always thought it was, like, some other fruit. Anyway. You are particular to a strawberry lemonade? You were spoiled with the best strawberry lemonade when you worked in Red Robin. That sounds delicious. I love strawberries. I had like some strawberry cake yesterday and also a bunch of other strawberries. Passion fruit is yummy. I really love the juice. Like it's really expensive, but it's like, in my opinion, the problem with like passion fruit is it has like a really strong flavor, even in like juice form. To the point where I think drinking that is more like basically a liquid snack more than something to drink. Right. One time you were with your dad in Switzerland, you had this carbonated lemonade. It was strangely super good. Haven't been able to find it since. Yeah, I hate that when you get a really amazing flavor and you cannot replicate it in any way. And sparkling lemonade in Slovakia. Okay, once you're already back to life physically and spiritually. Yeah, it's so weird when you have like these food experiences that you just cannot copy. My favorite story I always like to tell is how years back when I had like my first surgery, I basically got like, I don't want to call it slop. Basically, you got like food from the cafeteria, but we for some reason always got the worst option. Like we at the actual hospital. And one day we went like to the actual cafeteria, and I got like a cordon bleu. And nothing to it, right? Like it was just like this piece of meat, basically. And it was like so beautiful that I had to cry, right? Like I have not cried a lot in my life since I was like, I guess a young teen. For many, you know, because I'm a manly man who mans around the room, right? No emotions and that shit, right? No, but seriously, but that piece of meat made me cry, and I've never been able to replicate it since. And I've tried like similar dishes like afterwards, and like nothing sounds even close to it. Not just sounds, but like tastes, I guess. I have something called pork. I've definitely heard about pork, just like in reference to like the emote that people are joking about that. But hey, manly goose. I don't see any geese. But yeah, that's definitely something. But it's like passion fruit, orange, and guava. Sounds great, actually. Like I do like the... Oh! My loot is actually in like a cascoon. That's interesting. I don't know if I can actually slap that. Okay, it's just one slap. Good to know. Issue is, how do I leave? Guess I have to be quick. Quick, Hornet, quick! Yeah, it should be fine. I think this time it's not going to be an issue. Now I know how to do it. I have like no idea how I got hit below like the ledge. I think I just moved like slightly too early or something like that. Also, I still want to slap you, but I guess you're just kind of dodging that way. Also, are you kind of loud? Wait a second. Are you leaving now? Did I trick you? Okay, I didn't trick you, actually coming back. I was thinking about like maybe I can reach you if I'm standing here, right? Like you cannot reach me. I could maybe slap you? I don't know. I'm gonna do it like another time. The guy's super loud for sure. Yeah, I expected as much. It's like kind of drowning out my thoughts already. Slap, slap, slap. I don't really know. Oh, wait, I'm stupid. I was misreading the map. There is another entrance I can go to on this side. I'm just gonna, you know, take the elevator again. That's probably the easiest way to do that. Look at the fall. So prepared. Superhero landing and all that stuff. Vaguely thread-shaped? Yeah, I can see that. Again, reminded me of a mole. Like, if it weren't for, like, these puke attacks, like, you know, it would be a pet, not slap. Clearly. There are many Team Cherry enemies that feel more huggable than I should be. Oh, that reminds me. I was joking about this with like Pixels back when I did like the God Home experience for Hollow Knight. And that I would at some point do like a hug or pass list for like all of the enemies in Hollow Knight. I think I should really do that at some point. Maybe once I'm done with like Silksong and return to like finishing Hollow Knight, I might actually do that. Wait, is that? I thought there was like an entrance here. I guess we have to open it first? That's rude. I think that would be funny. Because I always think like a smash or pass lists would be kind of boring. Like I would, I'm sorry for like people who are like more sexual thoughts. To me it's just pass. I'm sorry. I just think it's like kind of boring. I would have to like meme it to a point where it's like, I think that would be the only funny bit, and at that point you can also just skip it. You just remember the gross maggot guys from Hollow Knight? Fair enough. The guy's running an accident called Succubi? I don't know what Ryan is fantasizing about, but hey, you know, I guess it's his choice. I do remember like I couldn't go through. Oh wait, I could go through here. Huh. That's on me. I should have just taken that one. This your place? Oh, you mean the one where you fight the Fluke Mother, right? The Flukes, or whatever they're called. Muscle! Again. Look at that. Ugh. You're also puking. Could you like not? It's like a hairball basically. By the way, I do like the theme of like what makes like the people here aggressive with like the silk string everywhere, right? More like what's it called, like a theater of sorts. Could be interesting if I'm reading that right, but hey. You would not hug those guys? Fair enough. I would probably rank them quite low. Gotta be completely honest. I was thinking the actual maggots from Hollow Knight are cute and sad. I'm trying to remember which ones those were. It's been so long. Like, if you just say maggots, I have like so many bugs in my mind. So, can I spin you? Oh wait, it's up there. Doi. The grubs? I mean, the grubs are definitely adorable. They remind me of Caterpies. So. Oh yeah, the False Light ones. Yeah, they're like adorable, yeah. Oh. Also, they're delicious apparently. Don't hit me. Don't puke at me. I don't want to think about like the logistics of how like that puking works with like strings attached. But hey, so cute and so sad. Yeah, but hey, you have to murder them. It's in the law. That reminds me, I've still not, like in Hollow Knight, there are like 2 or 3 things that I never did in Hollow Knight that I still need to do. Like, for example, I still need to fill out the Hunter's Journal. I'm still missing like 1 creature in there. That's like one thing that I remember. And I'm not sure if that's like related because I just miss killing something somewhere, or like if it's like something I'm still encountering in the future. You know, the future that's definitely going to happen once I'm, you know, once I have time. As always, it's a time issue. What do bugs eat? Bugs mostly. Also, apparently greenery, according to like all of their puke. Oh. Okay, my reaction was fine there. Apparently. Okay, how do I get you? I don't want to get squished anyway, so I can't actually catch you from there. You know, weird, I know. Can I please, you know, just be here and think in silence? Like, I'm assuming there's just like going to be like a path like on the side. You've never finished the T of F? I hate shortcuts, like acronyms, by the way. I sometimes have to think about like way too much. What was TOF again? Yeah, like I think I've basically finished. Oh, Trial of Fool. Yeah, okay, thanks. Yeah, I did actually finish that one. So it's probably somewhere else. Anyway, reading. Weaver of Pharloom, by grace you warded, by threat you healed. For your favor eternal, we offer our song. I mean, there's like a lot of singing there. And also, look at the notes. Yeah. And Trial of Fools was definitely a challenge of sorts. But yeah, like. Also, I did say I wanted to take a break. Let me find like a bench. I don't know if there's going to be like a bench nearby. And I'm going to take a break. Short one. Slap you. I don't know what it is today. I think it's just that I don't have any breathable air in my room, that I'm really failing with like basic slaps. I know it's crazy. Oh, slap those. Okay, you are the ones that are regrowing again, similar to like the other bug that I'd seen. Okay, interesting. It's just like a common theme now. You know what? I didn't notice that last time because I was slashing them when I was like going through there. But I guess I see what, you know, I guess launches the spikes. So, you know, I can sometimes pay attention. Let's see, no bench. I expected something else there. Okay, I should probably not poke off of you if I am falling like that. Yep, spikes. I don't know why I did it like that. That's on me. I also didn't finish Gotham. Yeah, Gotham is like the one thing I have not finished. The journal is one thing, and I think that there's like one, I'm gonna call it like quest line maybe, because I just, like I found something that I thought was weird enough that I feel like it's probably relevant for something at least. So, love the sounds they make. I think my favorite sounds in the game, like of the enemies, were like the mushroom knights that always go like wah wah. I love those guys. They're great. They were like some of my favorite enemies. Like not for fighting reasons, but like for you know, the other stuff. These are also like close, but the other ones had like a little bit more noise to them that I liked. You know. Oh, the pearl waited for me. How lovely. Yes. Oh yeah, that is so funny. I love them. You know, I'm gonna voice act those at some point. You know, I have to practice. Every single time I see those things, I feel like this is a trap, right? Or is this just a door? These remind me of like the, you know, like the black gates that you had like in Hollow Knight, where I have like the laser in the middle. Also, isn't that the Mask of Hera? Hera was like the six-eyed one, right? The beast. Huh. I can inspect it. Okay. Ooh. Daughter of a distant land, we who remained have waited long. Bind our strength to yours, reclaim the future of our haunted kingdom. I can bind to that? Okay. Upgrades, question mark? Bound the skill... Wait, the Silk skill? I was like, skill? No, I can't read. The Silk skill? Skill spear. No, not skill spear. Silk spear. I cannot read. Why is Silk and skill like basically the same? Attack by throwing the needle forward. Silk will be expanded. Silk skills can be equipped in the crest screen of the menu. I did see that you can switch skills, which is like, interesting. Right, and there are like some words I just really struggle with when they're like basically like tongue twisters for me. Skill spear. Exactly. About the skill spear. You're gonna lurk and play some games while you digest your dinner? I mean, it's almost time for a break anyway, but I hope you enjoyed dinner. Attack by throwing? Yep, I can probably do that. RB. Oh. And now... The mask is gone, okay. Bound. Bind your first silk skill. Skill silk. Ooh. It's not even costing all of it. Okay, so healing is like the most expensive thing by far. Wait, how many are those? Like 3? Is it 3 or 4 of those, I guess, strings? But hey. Wait. Rotilla Hive Mind? Did I miss something? Let me reread that. As always, I have to scroll. Like, my chat is like really small these days. Oh yeah, that's going to be like the next cult here. It's fine. Also, did I just see that right? Okay, no, I was imagining things. I was like clicking into like the screen on the right, and I thought like, this is why Hornet was like turning around, but it was just like random. Anyway, I guess this is. Does that mean I can kill you? Oh! Okay, I get it. I have to destroy all of them at the same time. That does mean that I can get more in the marrow area, because there was like on top, right? Like in the topmost path, there was like someone trapped inside of the silk. Huh, that's cool. Okay. I mean, at least explains like some stuff. I also have to test like the damage in a second, but hey. First of all, did I get silk from slapping the silk? I didn't actually pay attention to that. I should probably check. I do, okay. Now I wanna use, you know, the refill first. Okay. Look at that. Lovely poke. I guess I'm gonna go to the... I don't like that somebody's singing. Why are people singing? How dare they? No, I'm gonna go to the bottom first. And just because I feel like there's going to be a shortcut here at some point. Also, while you're going here. Poke. Murder. We love some murder. And this should also... Oh, secrets. Do you have like a fruit in your mouth? Is that a fruit? Give it. Don't eat it. What's in your mouth? What's in your mouth? Open your mouth. Oh, okay. I guess just because it's like so green, I'm assuming it's going to be like one of those. Yeah, moss berries. It's like, you know, following your dog around after they're like chewing something suspiciously. Well, it's Silksong. Nah, that can't be a connection. Next, you're going to tell me that we're going to re-meet that silking, I want to say, like that silking bug, that silking singing bug. Okay, it's hard. It's basically a tongue twister, okay? Also, I feel like using silking as like an, what do you call it, like expletive or whatever you call it, like similar to fuck and stuff, is just like funny. Those silking bugs, they're here again. I'm gonna have to destroy them. It sounded like a parent talking to their toddler. I also more thinking about like a dog owner, but yeah, basically. Okay, do I want to go down here just to sit on a bench? Yo, Cams, welcome in. I hope you've had a wonderful day. There's a bench here, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go down here. There should be one over here, and I'm gonna take like a short break once I'm there. Was it over here? No, wait, this is where I have to ring the bell thingy. I'm assuming because there's like a bell on there. Where was the bench? No, wait, there was a bench to the left here, right? Right? Question mark? Yeah, there's a bench here. Okay, I'm gonna sit down. Ah, sitting. And I'm gonna check the map real quick. Okay, we did see a little bit more from Moss Home here, but that's lovely. In any case, I'm gonna take like a short break, like 5 minutes, stretch your legs. I'm gonna drink something, get some more to drink, all of that jazz. Do the same, you know. It's just like a recommendation. Hydrate, you know, we are all just plants with emotions, all of that stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna see you in 5 minutes. So, BRB. And break's over. I hope you enjoyed the break. Also, you have to head out. Thanks for hanging out for a few minutes. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And yeah, that's basically where I am. Anyway, I feel like I missed some messages. Let me read those. There was like conversation going when things were happening when I left. The classic exclamation point rosy posy here. You got chili for lunch? That's doing great. Sounds lovely. And motivation to go to the store while it's raining. I don't know, like I'm gonna be completely honest, I am not even motivated to do that, and I'm not even on, you know, your side of the screen, I'm sorry. Cap. New username just dropped. Oh yes, that's a great one. Anyway, I hope you have something to drink. I'm gonna switch over to the game in a second. But talking about rainstorms, there's actually a mini story I wanted to tell. And it's like, earlier today, I wanted to go to bed, basically. And, like, I was, like, sitting in the living room before I did so, basically. And wait. Okay, let me rephrase it. Okay, I wanted to go to bed, but before then, I wanted to take a shower, basically. And I was, like, sitting in the living room, and it was, like, getting bright, you know, in the morning, as it happens. And suddenly it just got like so dark, and we had like the most massive of thunderstorms just like hit us out of nowhere, basically. I was like, okay, great. I don't know if it's like a common thing like in other countries, but like definitely in Germany the recommendation is to not take a shower while it's, you know, where you are like in a thunderstorm. You know, just because of insulation and stuff. Like, there are like some rules that you can follow that, like if you have like a proper, I guess a lightning rod somewhere, but I don't think that they are required, and I don't think our house has one. You've never heard of that? It might just be a German thing. It's like especially something for older buildings, because we used to like use metal pipes. Like the newer ones are apparently made from some stuff that doesn't actually conduct electricity that well, but still it's like water, right? So, yeah. A second. Your phone betrayed you. You know what? A captain is also fine, right? Anyway, where was I? Wanted to switch over to the game. But yeah, definitely something that I've heard in Germany. That's like, I actually had to Google that if that's actually something, but apparently that is actually a thing. I don't know, it's just like a recommendation. It's like one of those things where it's like, let's say you go on like a really short drive to like, I don't know, the supermarket, like 5 minutes away or something like that, right? There are like people who would argue that you don't really need to wear like a seatbelt or something, but I always think that that's like stupid, right? Like even if it's like such a short thing, do you really need to risk it kind of situation, right? Especially because like a thunderstorm, oftentimes they last like 10 minutes or so. And the funny thing is, I waited for like 10 minutes or so. The thunderstorm was like kind of stopping. Yeah, better safe than sorry. Like I think it's like really stupid to go for like such risks, especially it's like, it doesn't matter if it's like 1 in a million. If the 1 in a million hits you, that's kind of the end of you. Yeah, why would you not wear a seatbelt in a moving car? Yeah, I know. I think it's really stupid. I wear a seatbelt if I just, you know, drive out of the garage, basically. I think it's in general really stupid. It's just like, it's the same thing as using a turn signal, where people always say like, oh, you don't need to use your turn signal if you looked ahead first and stuff. And I'm like, do you know how easy it is to miss a car? Like a moving car, especially like under trees or something like that. I'm gonna have like music running again because I'm apparently yapping, right? Like there's so many people who claim to be good drivers and they do shit like that. I'm like, just get used to it, right? Like especially like, again, turn signal, I think it's like the easiest example of that. It's like, how hard is it to use to your turn signal? It's literally like moving your finger like this much. Look at my finger. This is like the entire movement that you need to do basically to use your turn signal. And that's it. And people say, no, if I test it, I don't need to do this. I'm like, just do it. Like, if you have to think about using your turn signal, you're probably not doing it right. Right? But hey. You ready to go to Walmart, but when you do, you have to wear sunglasses because it's too bright in there. Like, we don't have Walmarts in Germany, but I have, like, from what I've seen, it's like really extreme, right? It's crazy. The Walmart near you said there's the best gluten-free selection. Yeah, so it's a speedrun. Yeah. This sounds like it sucks. That's all I can say. Like, there are like these minor things, like I say like minor, there are like some inconveniences that I have to deal with. Like, for example, we have like an induction, like, like induction plates for like the pots and stuff, right? Like if we're cooking. And the issue is, like, we actually got new pots, but like the old ones, they were like beeping at such a frequency that I got like headaches, like a room like next to the kitchen when somebody was cooking. And I'm really happy that we changed it. It's like something that just happened for like, I don't know, 30 seconds while it was starting up. Afterwards it was fine. I just hate that I was the only one in the house that could actually notice that frequency. So yeah. And for a while you were a little addicted to idiots in cars combinations. Amazing what some people do on the road. Okay, my favorite thing about that's the story. I had like a co-worker who really, like, he was younger than me. He was like 17 when he started. It's like, you know, you can start working at like 16 technically in Germany, because like that's like when 2 forms of school end, right? Unless you're going for A-levels, you have like 10 years of school. Like afterwards, you can go to work. And he was like 17. And he was like really into cars. But he was like, here's the thing, you know, like this image of like the, I guess, car jock, I'm gonna call him, where he was like a real car nerd, like capital N nerd. And that's just so you can imagine that. He also had like the most German name that was so German that it sounded fake. That's like the best way to describe him. Anyway, he was like kind of a car nerd, and he wanted to drive a car. Got like his, I want to call it like dream car. Was like a like an old car that he got. Really loved that one. And I was, and he was like also really watching like all of these idiots in car compilations and dashcam footage. And he was such a fan that he sent in his own dashcam footage. The funny thing is, every single time he did, all the people in the comments made fun of him. Like, he was complaining, like, for example, there was like one cross section that he had to drive through every single day. And like somebody was like taking, like, was basically driving before he was driving. It's just like a cross section, like a simple one. It's like, you know, you drive right before left. Basic rules, there are like no signs or anything like that. And he, like, somebody was like coming from the right, so they were actually allowed to go first, and he was like basically like stopping, full stop, and screaming at the guy, because he was like, hey, this is a one-way street, right? Like going like away from the crossroads there. The problem is, it wasn't. He just was convinced it was. For like the half year or so that he was driving through that road, he thought that people were not allowed to come out of that road. Like, he was right. It was a one-way street, but only starting like 500 meters later. It is so stupid. Right, like, this was just like the best example that I always had for like a terrible driver. Like, he was so convinced that he was a great driver. He was also the kind of guy, like, he had to drive by my house basically, or like, it was like a 1 minute extra drive for him to basically pick me up from the house. And like, I saw how terrible of a driver he was. Like, he was the kind of driver who, for some reason, his Spotify was bugged. Every single time we reached work, like the last half minute or so, it would crash and he would restart it, right? Like, he would manage his phone while driving and always say like, oh no, I'm a perfect driver. I'm like, dude, you're literally driving onto like the other side of the road. Like, luckily it was like a mostly empty road, so nothing ever happened. But like, he literally was, and I'm like, dude, I can see that. You cannot lie to me. I have literally seen you. You were swerving back the moment you were looking up. You cannot tell me that you didn't notice that you didn't make a mistake. And also, you have a fucking dash cam running. Just check the dash cam footage. I can show you where you're swerving around. You cannot tell me that you're a great driver and then drive like that. Anyway, the guy, his favorite vacations, he went with like his mom, because his mother was also like a really a car buff, basically. And they were just like going on like car tours, just like driving through the entire country for like 2 weeks. I just thought that was like really funny. And I'm like, luckily his mother was driving for most of that, because I cannot see him surviving 2 weeks of like constant driving if he drives like that. Gotta be completely honest. I don't know what happened to the guy. Haven't talked to him in like years. I really hope that he improved his driving. That's all I can say. Anyway, car stories are over. I'm gonna pause the music and switch over to the game. Pause that and switch over games and take a sip. So anyway, maps. We explored stuff. We can go to like another place now. It's lovely. I love seeing maps. I love seeing them improve. I enjoy the singing here. I need to lower the volume slightly. Okay, I can't lower the volume slightly because I'm at the bottom of my volume. I need to get used to having it louder so I can actually hear the singing. That's on me. Anyway, I guess I'm just gonna go over here then, right? There's a Polish saying that your husband always uses when someone is driving badly and translates to have shit on one's head. You have shit in your brains? I mean, yeah, basically. Isn't that just like a saying in itself? Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think if we have like any, I guess, like derogatory terms for like shitty drivers. You know, we have like some, we just call them like BMW drivers and stuff. Or BMW, sorry, V is like the German way to say that, but like stuff like that. We have like for certain companies we say that they're like terrible drivers, but I don't think we have like a specific saying that you tell shitty drivers in general. We have that for like bicyclists and stuff, and by that I mean like people who just you know, ride a bicycle instead of driving a car, because like Germany is so car centric that every car driver is basically in love with their car. It's crazy. Right, I've never really understood that. I'm gonna be completely honest, I think, and this is obviously like a very personal thing, but I have always thought cars were ugly, even as a kid. Like, when I got like toy cars, like 99% of them, I always thought were like so ugly, I didn't even want to play with them. I had like 2 or 3 cars in like the hundreds or so that I got like over the years as a kid, that I was even willing to touch, basically. And I feel the same way about like real cars, where I'm like always like, they are basically just boxes to transport you to the place. Just give me trains. Trains are so cool. like I always mention how I would have probably been a train guy had had life not explicitly gone out of its way to stop me from ever riding a train. I remember we once were at like a train museum because I like trains. Okay, why is it shaking? A train museum because I like trains that much, and we didn't even ride a train there. What do I think of the Cybertruck? I mean, that's basically how I drew a car back in the day. So even worse, yeah. Ew is definitely a reaction. Like seriously, this looks like low poly. Nobody has like an idea. I mean, seriously. Wait a second. There are cars that are less ugly than others. I do agree. There are some cars that are like somewhat acceptable, but I'm gonna be completely honest. They never look good. Truk, by the way. Wait. If your dad was alive and see that, you would cringe so hard and complain non-stop about the Cybertruck, I hope. I mean, yeah. We want to drive in a trash can with no safety features? Yeah, isn't it also the thing that basically like you cannot unlock it, right? Like at all, unless you have like the key. Like if you're in a car crash, nobody can get you out of there. Good thing that the thing is not actually bulletproof. I still remember that presentation, right? Like I don't care about like cars and stuff, but like obviously the presentation when like Elon Musk was like on stage presenting the Cybertruck, and like all of the engineers were just looking in the back and were like, don't throw the hammer against the glass kind of thing, right? Like with that kind of look on their face, and Elon was just like, yeah, you know. What an ass. That's apparently what makes you rich. Filthy rich, you know? I don't know. I'm not gonna complain about it right now. I feel like we could probably talk about that for hours. I don't think that this is like the right place for that, but hey. Still, Cybertruck sucks. Like more than all the other cars, probably. But there was like, actually, there's like another thing that I always sort of think about when people talk about like how safe cars are and stuff. There's like this one video of like someone that was like also like a car kind of place. This is like 10 years ago or so. And people were talking about like how safe like the engineers made the car. They basically had like a sliding doors that were like automatic sliding doors, right? And one of the presenters, and you should never do that, was basically saying, hey, this is so safe, I am worried about nothing. Let me hold my head in between the door, like the sliding door, and to show you how the mechanism stops in time. Anyway, the video cuts and shows him in the hospital with like one of those like neck holder thingies, because yeah, that didn't stop in time. Alright, it's getting a little late here and you're doing so well with your energy and stuff. I mean, I hope you enjoy watching the stream on phone. Don't worry about it, I appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, it's sadly like the thing, it's sadly the best time for me to stream so late. I'm gonna try to change like the day at some point. That maybe it's a little bit easier to watch for like the people in Europe who don't have to, you know, work the next day. Maybe Saturday, but sadly I have like stuff on Saturday, so. Anyway, I'm gonna see, maybe I could change like times to make like a more comfortable time zone for you guys. Okay, still appreciate you hanging out. Really hope you have like some lovely sleeps later on. But in any case, let's go back and not talk about like people almost getting beheaded by cars. Anyway, this thing. Hey buddy, how you doing? I'm gonna like just get some more silk and then slap. Hey buddy. Bell beast. I don't like that you are. Oh, okay, this is closed. And here I thought you would be like a friend. You kind of remind me of the Moss Charger. Just like less... Oh yeah, you're literally the Moss Charger. I just didn't expect, you know... Ouch! Okay, I should have expected to jump here. Oh wait, I can't heal. This is at the bottom. I need to kind of figure out like the distances. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna survive this. Ah! I don't think this is going to work. You are going to throw balls? Okay. And you figure out like your moves, because I don't get your distances yet. Like, just because like, you also don't have like the movement to really dodge a lot of stuff. Are you going to jump or like run? Okay, you're running. That's doable. Okay, wait, I have to go to the right. Yeah, okay. I would love to heal once more, but obviously I need to... 2 damage? Okay, that's on me. I expected 1 damage. Also, I wanted to turn to the left. Rip me. That's not actually the worst thing there. I wanted to see if I could pogo off of that thing. But I didn't expect 2 damage. That's on me. Anyway, we're just going to repeat that. I honestly I just didn't expect this to be a boss, honestly. I expected this to be like an NPC to talk to. But alas, I guess I should have expected something like that. Also, why didn't I... Okay, I know why I'm not doing this. This is way too slow. Okay, this is actually also something that works. You should throw your balls, okay. I feel like I figured out like how I'm gonna dodge this in a second. Left side, okay. You're jumping, and then I can just slap you once you're on the other side. Okay, that's actually not too bad. I was just like overthinking this. And heal. Slap you once, slap you twice. Would love the third one. Okay, that's actually... You know what? I feel like I figured it out. It's really not that hard, it was. I for some reason didn't see that I could just basically ignore like the moves like that. No. I'm not gonna let you scream. I don't know what you're doing. Balls? Okay. A lot of balls. Okay. Can I slap you, by the way? I can slap you, but I don't think this works that way. Wait. I didn't want to... I learned something today. You cannot cancel your heal. Okay, I did not expect to die there. That's on me. I am not allowed to press the heal button unless I'm sure that I'm ready. Because like, I am locked into that situation for like 2 seconds. I am learning. I love learning. I love getting crushed here. Ow. I don't love that though. Also, I don't love the fact that you're dealing 2 damage. Alright. I do at least get where they're coming from with like the difficulty spike. Because like everything we've fought here that it seems like kind of dangerous so far. Oh wait, that's wrong direction. Did deal 2 damage. At least we're healing more, right? Slap you. That's the wrong direction. Why am I just... Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna blame the air. No, but seriously, I am going to log in a second. I am just kind of surprised by like how the hit points mechanic works. No, but seriously, let me give it a try after taking a sip. Alright, now though, let me get logged in. You know I need the P buff. That's the 3rd time, yeah. I had like one die, I want to say, like one death to the pukey guy before that. Right, like the thing that really messes me up with like the animation here is just like how like as floaty the jump is. I'm always like, oh no, like he's gonna land like just in front of me. Ow, that's on me. Rant, instant heal. I'm just gonna instant heal like the moment I get the chance, basically, whenever I can. Okay, I cannot push you away. I just needed to test that, basically. And you always take like a second to get out, so you should definitely stand like in front of you. Whenever you come out of the earth. Gives you a chance to slap you once as well. We should get like close to the second phase, right? Okay, I do have a heal again if I need it. I'm also not going to use like the spear. I'm not comfortable with that one yet. Okay, thanks for updating that. Slapping you. Oh wait, that was too late. I should have not tried that. Okay, I need to pay attention. Balls, balls, balls. Okay, they're also only bouncing once. That's important. It makes them quite manageable, actually. Yep. Ow! Okay, I didn't pay attention to that one. That's on me. That's so on me. I would love to heal. Okay, you're doing the charge again. Big jump. The heal didn't go through. No. That's on me. Death. No. Okay. That's death number 4. I did honestly not expect to get my ass handed to me like that. But I have to say, like, I'm improving at least. Basically, I remember like the first boss that kicked my ass in Hollow Knight was obviously Morlek, which was also the first boss that I fought, so... wait. He keeps lying, you thought you'd do this first try. Honestly, the boss doesn't seem too bad. I'm just like missing certain things in it. Like for example, the biggest thing that I struggled with is basically like the true damage thing. They kind of just took me out of it. But yeah, like overall, I don't know, sometimes you're just like not quite in it. That's just quite normal, I guess. Again, I blame the air. Like, it's really hard for me to get oxygen into my room. Like, currently I'm already at really bad levels. Wow, that was not a hit that should have hit it. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that hit. I'm gonna read chat in a second. I'm gonna ignore chat just because I do know that the moment I look, I'm gonna get hit by a ball. I'm just gonna slap you. Like, I don't know if this is actually a bad idea to slap him and that just makes him more mad. But I don't actually mind this phase too much. No. Okay, that was almost stupid. Slap you once there, pogo, and I can't hit you on the way down though. You're going to do the big jump. I got the hit in. And when you're jumping, you also release a ball. Important. Ow. I did forget that one again. So apparently, if you do that weird jump move, then you also release a ball. And I don't have enough silk to do silly stuff. Like heal. Okay, you know what? That boss really wasn't that bad. Rip to that guy though. Still though. Wait. A liberated defeat Bell Beast. Sure it's not liberated? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna take it in a second. I just wanna read. It's still raining and you have way more than you anticipated. But hey. You died to this guy 4 times to bliff on this one? Yeah, I that was fine, I think. Anyway, I appreciate not so edit command, it's update command. And could you maybe do like a slash between like the different bosses? It was update, yeah. But I appreciate the command update. Anyway, I guess I get some silky ball of glow? Sure. Lovely. Look at that, just sucking it in. That sounded a little bit more painful than it should have. You okay? Are we in the silk dimension? Our nature. The floor reminds me of like these pedestals in a way, right? You did the line between them, you wonder why it doesn't shine, huh? Rise, rise. I'm gonna, you know, do the scene here for a second. I guess I'm gonna rise. You're disappearing, okay. Our silk. Oh! Spinny wheel! Oh, that's cool. We feel it. Our strength. just want to give you the chance to talk, just in case I am stopping something. Child spider. Child weaver. I'm gonna give it like another second. Arrived at last. Like, I'm worried that at the moment I jumped there. Our nature. Okay, I think it starts again. I just want to finish my thoughts here. I'm worried that okay, it seems to repeat now. I'm worried that like the moment I jump up here that the conversation is ending and I'm missing something. Let's do that. Yeah, this is actually what I wanted. I don't know. Oh, you did like a separate line thing. You know, that doesn't work. That's just like how the bot works as well. It's easier to do just the slashes. Our silk. Did you say something else? Did I miss something? Something about your silk? Our strength. No, okay. I just forgot about that. I guess I'm jumping now. Reverse teleport? Question mark? Come, child. Witness our waking. Consumed a silk heart. Regained the power to regenerate silk within one's shell. Okay, so I'm assuming this is like a second skill basically, right? So I can heal more maybe? For example, because like we can technically use like more of the techniques if I see this right. Okay, let's just see how that looks. I'm assuming that I'm getting... Okay, maybe not. Wait. Did I just regenerate one? Or did I have like one left after the... I probably had like one left after the fight, right? Let me read that for a second. I also never read this one apparently. Silk Spear, Deadly Weaver Technique. Throw the needle forward with force amplified by coiled silk. The shard pendant we had before. Okay, over here we have silk. Silk hearts 1 out of 3. Silk thread naturally produced within the shell. When enough silk is stored, wounds can be healed and skills executed. Silk hearts will automatically regenerate some silk. Attack enemies to replenish silk. Does that mean I have a 1 because I have like one of those hearts? That this is like obviously rhetorical. That this means that I am regenerating to 1 constantly? So I can lose like I can use that technique for example. Ah, okay. I feel like that's actually what that means. So I can probably get like up to 3 of those and then I can use the Silk Spear maybe? For example, if I had like all of them. My theory currently. But yeah. Anyway, I guess that was a boss fight. Again, I didn't actually expect that one to take that long. There are like some boss fights where I just weirdly struggle on. Like even... You know, I'm gonna not name the name, you know, for a specific reason. But there was like one boss I remember in Hollow Knight that I took like way too long on. And I literally spent like entire stream on. It was basically like the next stream I started and like instantly beat that guy. And like after that, like that's become like one of the easier bosses. Okay, not the easier bosses, but definitely not a hard boss kind of thing. And I never really felt like it was like a hard one. I was just like really, I guess, struggling with like basics. I don't know, and some days I just have that. I'm blaming that one, because I could never be bad at a video game, okay? Could never happen. No, but seriously, I think... Oh? You again? Huh. Okay, I guess I have to beat you, and then I can travel? I know what I want to say, basically like the idea. Like some days I just struggle with basics. Look at you, wriggling. Oh, you're actually kind of adorable. Can I? I can't pet you. I don't want to slap you though. Travel. Bone Bottom and the Marrow. I mean, we did see a different Bell situation where I was like, hey, this definitely looks like fast travel. Stompies. Wait, was there a name? I didn't see a name. Okay, let's just go to Bone Bottom. Really not that required, but... Oh! Look at the running animation. Just sitting. Look at that. Oh! Look at you, you're so adorable. I would pet you, I can only slap you though. See? Oh, now you're immune to my slaps. Oh. You're the terrified, not a fearful pilgrim, yeah. The beast! The beast! Horrible beast! Beast! Go away. It's not another beast. That's like our friend. Like honestly, like I honestly, like when I saw that room, I was like, oh wow, this guy looks kind of adorable. Would be a great pet to ride. And I was like, oh, it's a fight. That was like why I was like so confused, like the first fight, because I genuinely thought that this was just be an NPC. Oh, you like the bell? Oh. Oh. Aw, you're great. Okay, I guess we can go back. You love them, they're so cute. Yeah, that's definitely the bell beast. Love them so much. They're adorable, right? Like on a huggability scale, definitely up there. The purr sounds are definitely great. Okay, I guess we've done this then. I would like to like rest somewhere real quick, just because I can. Look at that. Whoop. Also, there's another thing that I really want to experiment with, just because like the only technique that I can currently use and like recharge is this one. I kind of want to know what that actually does. It seems to give like an air of authority, but otherwise I've not really tried it. Maybe it deals damage? I should probably try that at some point. I have to copy the prrr sound. Prrr. Sorry, I didn't want to slap you. I'm sorry. Wait, is there a bell even that I can slap here? Stop smacking the baby. A big baby. But like endearing, not like insulting big baby. I guess I can probably call you somehow. I don't know how that's going to work. I have the weird feeling that something's going to fall on me if I go through here. No? Well, I'm disappointed now. I want to be crushed by a cave. And a door. Lever for another door. That's... Oh. That's a big bell. This one sounds weirdly ominous. Hey, bench. I didn't have to go back. I want to say, like I was thinking about the last stream, because like again, like 1 week I tend to forget like moments, and I really like had to you know, search through my mind to remember what exactly happened when I rung the last bell, and I only remembered it like halfway through the animation. That's just on me though, right? Because like the last one I did actually climb. I don't think I can climb this one though. Huh? Just angle wise. Bing bong. I'm here. I'm home. Back in the Marrows. And I can open. Nice. I think I've seen this part here, right? No, I haven't. Because otherwise I think the map would have been filled in, right? Let's see. Like I thought I had seen this one, but it might have been like another one. Or maybe the map just didn't fill in because I didn't have the map when I explored over here. Also, I don't know why I want to get hit here constantly. Need to drive home. We're having such a good time here. I'm sorry, like, I'm sorry to hear that you have such a great time here. I'm so sorry. No, I'm kidding. But hey, I hope you still have a safe trip home. I mean, I'm still gonna be here in some time, you know? But yeah. You know, I can do, like, boring stuff for now, okay? I don't know if that's possible in this game, but I can try to do something boring while you're gone. But seriously, I guess I'm just gonna climb this then. Boing. Look at the big guy. There's actually a thing I wanted to do against you. And apparently I should stop trying to pogo into a wall to try to climb it. It's a 40-minute drive. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah, like I'm gonna try to... Okay, that doesn't deal a lot of damage actually. I expected more damage because especially I had hit you twice already. 40 minutes drive. Like I'm definitely going to be streaming in 40 minutes still. Like my goal is going to be... I'm gonna try to do like more than 3 hours today. I'm gonna rest here just to hear. I don't have to be stupid, okay? I don't have to be stupid. Oh, wait. We did see that. For some reason, I thought I was like further right. Yeah, no, we definitely did see that entrance for some... I don't know why I thought that we went through like the cave on the right of the bell, right? Like the one that's like not even drawn in right now. That's just on me. Imagine having a compass. Well, it couldn't be me. Anyway, I guess I'm just gonna slap this guy again. Just because I like slapping this guy. Bowing. Also, this is like another thing that I think is always really fascinating about like drives. Like, for example, when I go from my university to my home, they actually changed where, like last year already, where the bus stop is. There's like a bus stop that I can take that I can, instead of like having to switch buses in between, I can just take one bus that basically drives through the city and then directly to my home. The problem is, I can also walk to like another bus stop that takes like 20 minutes and it takes like the same time for the bus to get there because I have to like, you know, snake around like the entire city. So it's like such a long drive, right? I could just go to like that other station instead and would be like the same speed, even get like, you know, some steps in. And then afterwards I still have like another 20 or 30 minute drive like home. So it's like just one bus ride. Like I'm still in the same city. It's just, I don't know. I like bus rides, but like sometimes just... Like the main issue is, I don't know what it is, but like I used to not get motion sick in cars, but these days I do. Like especially like even buses. And like it's okay for like half an hour, but like at 40 minutes I feel it at some point. So yeah, that's just kind of annoying. Another reason, by the way, why I don't really feel like I should be driving, right? Like I got my driver's license when I was like 16, 17. And like I only used my car when I was like 18 a little bit. And like I drove to work like, I don't know, 5 times or so. Once I was done. Like I used it a lot when I was like practicing for my A-levels. Because I was visiting like a friend who lived like in the town over. And there was like no bus line that was actually going there. Still isn't, by the way. Like if I wanted to visit that friend back then, I would have had to take a bus for like an hour. Or I could have also just... Okay, I don't know why I did that. I could have also just like walked for like, I don't know, 70 minutes. I would have also been there. It's really not that far. But like, if you are going there to learn like every single day, you know, again, to practice for your finals, that did make a lot of sense to just drive. And the reason why we did it there was just like all of the other friends that didn't have the opportunity to drive were just like living closer to that guy. It's just, you know, how life works. But yeah, being motion sick in cars isn't fun. Like I remember when the first big vacations that my family went on, we were driving to Croatia. And I mean, we were driving back then. It's like back in 2004. Back then, Croatia wasn't part of the EU, if I recall correctly. So not only was it like a really long drive, but we also had to wait at like the toll stations, basically, right? Because you know, since it wasn't like open borders in that sense. So it was like a 20-hour drive or so. Definitely a good thing that you should be doing with like kids, clearly. But like my sister got like so motion sick every single time. We had to like, not only was it like a 20-hour drive, we also had to stop like every hour because my sister was puking in the car. It was so bad. Yeah. I'm quite happy that I don't have to drive that much anymore. Anyway. Wait, between 15 and 29 you're driving nearly every day of your life. Moved to Stockholm with the public transport and it was such a blessing. I can imagine. Because after 10 years of realizing the public transport is garbage and expensive, you want a car again? Oh, yes. My issue with that is like, as I mentioned, like I haven't really driven my car in like 10 years, basically. Like there were like a few cases that I did like earlier in my like adult life. But like at this point, I would not feel comfortable being on the street. And I am at least like reasonable about that, right? Like there's so many people out there who are not reasonable, right? Like we had like the whole talk about like my colleague who probably still is a terrible driver at this point. So yeah. How my poor sister? Yeah, she definitely suffered. But hey, she also made me suffer, so I don't know. It's karma. No, but seriously, it wasn't that bad what she... Like, it was definitely not on the same level what she did to me compared to, like, sickness in a car. But still... like, the annoying thing about, like, the car sickness is also that I'm generally getting, like, motion sick when, like, a lot of stuff happens. Like, when I was a kid, when I was, like, still fit, I could just, like, roll around the floor, for example, right? Like, you have, like, these jump rolls and stuff that you had to do, like, for PE and stuff. I could just do those. And then, like, after I had, like, my surgeries... Like, I started getting motion sick when I did something like that. Like, I literally, like, I did, like, one roll, and, like, I instantly felt like I had to puke. So, you have so much fun cycling these days, but you desperately need to get your Swedish driver's license. The thing about driver's license is definitely that I like having it over not having it, right? Like, sometimes there's an emergency. Yeah, it would be nicer if I could, like, properly drive, but it's nice that I have the option, right? Like, if I really needed it, I could probably just... get like someone to help me, you know, remember driving, sit on the side seat and just, I don't know, like worst case I would just go to like a driving school and like ask them to do like one of their longer drives with them. I bet they would do that if I paid them, right, just to get like some practice in. And like worst case, and it's like a lot cheaper than getting like a new driver's license. Hum, hum, hum. Are you one of the fleas? I could just leave you here and rule over you like some cruel god. I could just free you. Hey, look at you. Woo! And you're gone. Okay, that was easy. Oh, woo! What's that? A werewolf? No, seriously, where was I? Like, it's just like nice to have like the opportunity to like easily fix or like get the option to like drive a car if you really need to. I hope I never need to. Like, I'm gonna get a place like near where I work. Maybe I get like a job where I am working from home most of the time. That would also be amazing. But hey, that has to wait until I'm done with my bachelor's at least. Maybe even longer. I don't know. Depends on like if I want to do like my master's afterwards. But that is like entirely dependent on like whether I can get like some part-time job. Maybe even at my university. Like I technically have like a part-time job there, but it's like only like one semester. Like every second semester is probably how I should put it. And I think like the cave to the right here. Let's go back to the game for just a second. I think the cave to the right is like the lava cave, right? That I couldn't progress on? No, it's not. Okay, it's like further down, I think. I feel like. Huh, noises. I was like basically like that I need like a job that's like a bit more permanent because like I have so far not really been paying my family a lot for letting me stay here, right? Like, and they are old enough that they don't really work anymore. So, you know, money's like kind of tight, and I've been telling them for like a long time that I want to like chip in, right? I don't mind chipping in. I still have like a bunch of money saved up. And they only like recently like agreed to that, like at least like partially. They don't actually want to do that until I'm done with like my bachelor's, so I don't know. Anyway, in the air, the water, everywhere, inside their shells, twisted inside, guts. Tightest around heart, pulsing rhythm, sick, alive, dead. Something worse. Are you talking about like the silk strings controlling them? Deeper, must look deeper. That means that you have the silk around your organs? That's disgusting. Okay, that's like even more disgusting than what I was thinking about. Great voice acting. I was voice acting? That was just like regular voice, like normally I'm voice acting. Do I want to be top or bottom? I don't know. I feel like I want to climb to the top, but I can't currently. Anyway, I guess I'm just gonna go to the left. Also, I'm checking something real quick. Yeah, like I have to like every once in a while like check my recording on the side. Happy Pride! Happy Pride! I mean, clearly. We have like our tall maiden friends, we are all happy, and it's also Pride Month. You should be happy about that. That's the law. No, seriously. Wait a second. Such a casual, neutral announcer voice for a weird-ass piece of text. I like doing silly voices. I mean, you've seen like bits of Cyril Farrer, right? Right, I think I get the most fun. Okay, I wouldn't say the most fun, but it's definitely really fun in there to just like do silly voices. I like doing silly voices. You know, it's just a heart. I missed why we're saying Happy Pride. I don't actually remember why, but hey, Happy Pride. Lost the quote. Oh yeah, because quote 21. Yeah, that's also a thing. Okay, I'm gonna go down here. Just need to figure out like where I am and like what I want to do here. Yeah. You know, what you do. So, oh, wait, this... Wait. Is this where we came from? Did I go, like, in a loop? Because I definitely was here just, like, a minute ago. Okay, I am confusing myself. I think I went in a loop somewhere? Did I? Did I confuse myself? Is this just, like, a place that looks very similar? I don't remember. At this point, also, I'm, like, completely full with, like, those shells, so... It's not even like, here's the thing. It's not even a compass issue here. The issue is that I was distracted and I don't remember. Like, I remember we talked about cars, but I don't remember what I did while we were talking about cars. Spike. I like the little stick. Oh, yeah, we definitely were here. I do remember the face. It's like such a lovely smile on there. You know? A smile that definitely more people than just their mother could love, you know? Anyway, I feel like I need to heal in a second. I'm actually wondering if we are ever going to, and obviously rhetorical, but like if we're ever going to get like the chance to get more silk. Because I do like the idea that we can recharge a little bit, but so far, like I've not really seen a lot of use for like recharging exactly one silk. Can I get you like close to me and then do that move? I kind of want to see if I can deal damage to you, but the problem is obviously You are going to attack me if I do that, and you would need to perfectly time it. I don't want to take damage. Can I get you to... Wait. If I get you down here, I can jump over here and then... Okay, deals damage, but not a lot. It's maybe one attack. Okay, that was not great. Maybe one attack, I don't know. Probably weaker than a nail, it feels like. I just saw like a little animation there, so I'm assuming it deals like a little bit of damage. Maybe it's gonna be more powerful in the future. I genuinely have no idea why I would use that otherwise. I mean, it's silly. Anyway, I also was interrupted when I was talking about like why I was looking at like the other screen. I sometimes just need to like check if like audio is fine. Also like if I'm dropping any frames. Like, I'm always worried about that because again, you know, my ISP sucks. The fact that I lost like another few days of like work where I couldn't do anything because like my ISP was just like, you know what? There's an issue here. Let's not fix it. The worst thing is like this time they actually automatically realized that there was like something wrong after like 2 days. So that's lovely. Oh yeah, like we just got the bug here. Okay, now I remember what I did. I should probably not get as distracted, right? Like this is like one of the reasons why I sometimes say that certain games would be better for YouTube series, like as opposed to Twitch. But I do think it's just like more fun to, you know, I guess have people here to cheer you on while you're dying to bosses. Okay, I'm gonna go down here. I don't think that there was a way for me to continue there, unless I get like a wall jump, which I'm assuming I'm gonna get like something similar. Like I am already... It's like such a minor thing, but I already like that the abilities that we've gotten so far, which is, again, not a lot, but feel like different to what we got in Hollow Knight. But it's like always hard to reinvent the wheel in a way. I guess I'm just gonna go down here. I do remember that we explored like a little bit here, but I don't think we did too much. Have we been in here? I feel like we probably have been, right? No, just like passage. Oh wait, we are over there. Are we? You know what? I'm not gonna need to sit down. No, wait. This is where. Yeah, this is where we got the map, like further to the left. Where am I going then? I mean, we could go back to the start basically and like see that there were like some NPCs that we might be able to meet there, right? I don't know. I'm just gonna do that because I need to reorient myself for just a moment. I feel like I missed something in my thought process here. You know, if you can even call that like a thought in my mind. Because like, yeah, we've been here. Again, I'm just checking. I have to double check because I'm not checking the map. Smack! Okay, it's 3 hits like one of those spears. I think it's like 5 normally, right? Something like that. I'm gonna have to measure it like next time. That's fine. That's like the one thing that I really liked about like God Home when I was doing that for like Hollow Knight and like streaming, because like I didn't have to pay attention to like where I was going. I just had to like react to like the enemies while I was yapping. And that was like a lot. Oh, okay. I don't know why I got hit there. That's like on me. I don't know why I'm like struggling with navigations. It's just like this little bit of, I guess, computational power that I don't have in my mind currently. Okay, we're over here again. I don't think like we had it before. But I'm just gonna go here just to recheck that nothing has changed, and I wouldn't expect something to change, right? That would be like really weird for this game. I feel like every change that happens to the map... Wait, that's a lie, not every change, but like 90% of the changes to a map that are happening are basically happening because we are flipping a lever, for example, right? So it would be kind of confusing to me if something changed here. And I don't want to jump into like the lava, right? I need like some sort of jump. Wait, didn't Hornet literally use in Hollow Knight like an ability to basically cross like large gaps of acid? So I feel like, you know, maybe like a slingshot kind of thing? I could see that. Would be reasonable. Even though I feel like that would be... Wait, that isn't actually boring. It would be like the alternative to like a crystal dash in a way. I mean, we had that one, so... Anyway, I'm still gonna go to town. I'm just gonna reorient myself. Maybe there was like something I could have bought. I could also sit on the bench. And like check the map. Yeah, we've definitely not explored a lot. Wait, we haven't actually checked the room to the right there. Huh? Isn't that the room where I read that short text? No, wait, no, that was on the top. So there's like still a room that I didn't check actually. Okay, let's check that one first. I'm just kinda stupid. That happens. I just have to cross the entire room again. Ah, don't worry about it. I can probably keep my attention, you know, focused for just a second. Yeah. Slap you. No, the death. Wait, is it easier to climb from here? I don't recall. I don't actually think it's possible to climb from here. Okay, I have to go to the right then. Huh. That's on me. Orientation is a skill that I don't have. Look at that. You have your sign here. Okay, I have some of you. I mean, I like money. No, wait, I'm too early, right? Like, this is literally like the left path over there with like the fleas. I'm assuming that like a singular flea is not going to unlock anything major for me. But maybe it's going to? I don't know. No, wait, this is right. Am I stupid? Rhetorical question. Navigation is a skill that I don't possess. I'm sorry. Okay, I guess I was wrong about this. Okay, let's see again. Like, can I reach the path on the right? Buddy, spike. Get spiked. If you're shielding, I'm just gonna murder you like that. That's also fine. It's over here. Is there like a... Okay, there's a gate. Okay, now I get it. So like the only way I can progress forward is like going to the top again. Why didn't I go to the top? Did I get this interrupted? Was there like another pathway blocking me? Like, I mean, I have to go to the left here, but why is that this section? Is this connected? Oh wait, I've picked up something here, right? I feel like I've definitely been here. Okay, so I'm just gonna try this again. Like, worst case, I'm gonna realize that I was stupid and I'm gonna afterwards return to, you know, where I want to return to. Don't worry about it, this stream is going to be slightly longer. And I'm gonna be slightly more confused. And I also need to really take breaks so I can get some air back into my room. It's not helping. Okay, we did not go to that room then. Huh, okay. I guess I just missed that one. Oh, it's like, at least on the map. No, my pearls! The balls! What can I do without balls in this life? Smack, smack, smack. I guess I can just continue over here. It's getting... Oh. Is it dynamically getting darker? Was that the thing in... I'm trying to remember. Wasn't there like a cave that also got... Oh, you. For some reason, like, I always see them like when they're like here with open arms, ready to hug me. That I think like maybe this is like a friend, you know. One day I'm gonna learn. It's not going to be today, but one day. It's like that one bug that I always ran into that was just exploding in my face every single time I visited like the crossroads. Is there something behind here? No, okay, it's just like a weird place. Huh. It's weird that they are building like little altars there, basically, right? Like with like these spikes in the floor. That's like the best way I would describe it, at least. But hey, I can always slap you. Go down here, smack all the skulls. Ah, that was bad. How did I die there? I thought it was 5 hits. Okay, I am doing so terribly today. I don't know what it is. I'm still gonna do the same thing again. You know, they talk about like the definition of insanity, and there's just a picture of me. For some reason. I've heard I repeat stuff a lot. Mainly because, you know, attention span and stuff. But hey, I'm just gonna not die again. I hope that actually tracked. Wait, that's the... No, that's the right place. I can just go over here. Oh no! I freed the bug. Wait, while I'm here, by the way, why am I not... Ouch. I for some reason thought you were like slightly shorter. I don't know why. Like when you use those spikes. Anyway, while I'm here, why am I actually not checking on the fleas? You know, I'm already here. Just wanna know if something happens. Look at you! Awoo! Barishkava! Ah, look! The poor fleas are starting to make their way to us. What a precious thing. We have much to thank you for already, and I hope we will have even more to be thankful for very soon. Please keep seeking out our lost fellows. Well, okay, so there's like nothing, I'm assuming? For now. I'm assuming that there's going to be like a reward at some point. Just not for the first one. Zombies here. I see them eat through the bony ground. It's very smart. Bones everywhere. Much abundant. If only had such stomach. Haha. I don't think it changed. Mushka has such great voice lines. I mean, yeah. I really like repeating those voice lines. But again, it's really hard for me to get them if I'm already talking. And also like listening to games at like 2% volume. It's warm here. Okay, this is like the same thing that Varga's talking about. Like, it's too warm, it's so nice, and we are going to move away. You know, one day. Oh no, the signs are broken. And I guess I'm gonna go over here then. You know, this time I'm just not gonna die. That would be, like, very lovely. Because, like, honestly, I don't know how I'm dying to, like, regular bugs. Like, I'm really trying to remember how often I died, like, in Hollow Knight. I think I died, like, once or twice outside of, like, big challenges or boss fights. It's, like, really not that much. And I think, like, I think I died, like, once to spikes or something. But that was basically it. It really wasn't like that major deal, and I'm really confused why I'm so struggling with like these enemies here. I think it's just like the game feel is like slightly different. So I guess, yeah. Yeah, good thing I didn't manage to get the original version. I think I would have crushed me. I would have been at least at like 70 deaths already. Clearly. Okay then, gimme Silk. Okay, it's up there actually. That's interesting as a choice. I'm still gonna go down here. Murder. Okay, look at how easy that was. I hit it like 4 times or so, and I was like in mid-animation of using that spear. I don't know why I died to that. I guess the animation is just like slightly too slow, and I should not be using that like in melee combat. By the way, can I... Okay, I want to see if I could like aim upwards. I feel like I can't. I mean, I can... Okay, I can just make that jump. I don't even need like the pogo. It's just weird that there are like enemies here. Like, when I see enemies in, like, weird spots, I'm always assuming that there's going to be, like, something interesting in here that I can interact with. Maybe I should respawn those, then return? It's just a weird place, right? But hey, one day. Oh. That's definitely new. I guess an NPC, but, like, what's that red thing? Fruit? Land? I guess it's some sort of weird fruit that's growing now. Is it? I can hit it. Oh! Bouncy fruit. Ooh. That's neat. So they're really expecting you to be good at pogoing in this game, I feel like. Okay, what's this? I'm gonna die if I slap it. One way to find out. Okay. No. I didn't die, but the wall died. Okay. So, explosives. They are very lovely. I did hear like an NPC, but I wanna go down here first. How did I fail that jump? What's going on with me today? Slap. You know what? That wasn't too bad. Okay, there are traps. And... Or? What's that? Oh, craft metal. You know, I feel like we've had one of those, yeah, no, you know? Or like, have we seen one? We're talking about something? I feel like I've seen this symbol before, that's why I was so confused right now. Used by skilled craftsmen and construction of tools and trinkets, huh? Weird. At least I'm still better than most of programming, even if I'm having a bad day. Yeah, but like, imagine if I didn't have a bad day. Like, I failed so many pogos already. I can't believe this. Anyway, I guess I'm climbing up again. Just because I can. I want to murder this bug. Wanna get like some silky murder. Okay, I have to pogo some more here. Okay, let's go down. I did hear like a voice. I don't know. I don't hear the voice anymore though. Ooh, that's like quite a jump. Yay! Whoa! Oh. I guess I'm just gonna murder and then I'm gonna heal. And you're going to ball me. Yep, balling you. I guess I'm gonna go continue over here then. I know I can climb up, and I'm kind of curious about, like, I generally like to go up first. But hey, I just feel like going here. That's a secret path, right? There's like light there. I'm calling it like secret path, but like there's definitely something here. I don't like this atmosphere. Is that the boss arena again? Hey. It is, okay. Okay, you have like big swigs. Okay, I can just leave. So it's not a boss arena like that, it's just like a powerful bug, okay. Ow! Okay, you're following me. I'm gonna leave for just a second. It's okay, I'm gonna deal with that one in a second. I just like wanted to explore first and like figure out what's even going on. It's getting dark here, I don't like that. Is everything so dark? This symbol reminds you of Geo. But I don't think we have Geo here, right? Or like technically, wait, the bigger beats actually look like that as well, right? You can rest here. Oh. That's lovely. Good thing that I checked this one first, because I feel like, you know, I'm going to die again soon. What's up here? Oh, bug. Hi. Medula? Hi. Hi, hi. You there? Get us out of here. Since when's the little light theory worth a lifelong sentence? Hoi! Hurry up! Let us out quickly then. We got places to go, bugs to see, trinkets to pilfer. Hurry up then. Let us quickly free. Yeah, okay. I guess I'm gonna help you out in a second. Oh. Stuff. You can't just show me the shiny light and then put like a gate in front of it. Ah! How dare you? Oh, I can break this one though. Yo. Okay, you are going to slap me. Or try to at least. Big slings. Okay, that's fine though. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna open this in a second. Unless you're going to steal it. Hurry up. No, I'm not gonna hurry up. I forgot that like pressing down apparently also does something. I don't like those hanging... I guess like cloth bugs, I guess. That's fine. Oi! Oi, indeed. Okay, I'm gonna rest here again. And... I don't know if I want to break them. Don't I have a key? What am I missing? I might just have to break those things, but... Oh, wait. I just noticed, yeah, like, that's not that hard. I didn't notice, like, the cracks a second ago. Oh, wait, before I do anything. Before you steal that from me. A straight pin? Tool acquired. Equip tools in the quest menu while resting at a bench. I'm gonna do that in a second, but, I guess we can talk. Oh, free at last. Locked up in here much too long. We was. Nasty place to keep a poor little snitch bug like Grindel. Grindel. Wait a second. Grindel. I have to write down that name. The snitch bug. Hoi! You're smelling fancy. You got some pockets under your cloak, hiding away some goodies for us to pilfer? Beware your greed, thief. You'd be dead before your claw reached my cloak. Ahoy! Never mind then, bully. Plenty of tasties lying around for us here. We smell them. Okay. Wait. Locking us up in a place like this, what a shameful act. Okay, I guess it's a really shameful act, but we did get something here, so, you know. I'm gonna look at that in a second, just have to, you know, visit a bench in just a second. Also, like, this is kind of suspicious that, like, somebody was, like, up in here, but I guess some people just go crazy, you know, if they're locked up in a room, a rubber room with rats. Okay, I can punch you. Pogo, pogo, pogo. They're rattling so lovely. Okay, I don't think I can do anything else here. I guess let's equip some stuff. I have to use this button. We do have the equipment section. This is a new category, okay. This is like the top one. Straight pin. Light throw tool designed for rapid attacks. Okay. This has 12 ammunition. Using up and RB, okay. So I'm at least correct, like with my original assessment that like every single one of those categories has like multiple tools. So you can definitely still combine, but you can't combine everything with everything basically. Wait, yeah, the execution is kind of lacking. Okay. Are you recharging at some point? Like if I go to the bench? Yeah, you are. Oh! You're recharging them based on like the shards that I'm collecting. Okay, I just saw like the -3. That's cool. Oh. I destroyed something over here? Can I pick them up again, by the way? Like if I do this? Okay, I'm not getting them back. Just have to check. Like those shards aren't actually that expensive. Yo, Half, welcome in. How's your day been? Look at me just building 23 for like all of those. I feel like my math doesn't math out. How do you reach 23 shards at like a cost? I have no idea. But hey, I guess we have like a new tool. That's really cool. We're going to figure out like how to reuse that in the future. Is this supposed to be like a cell wall? I don't know what the symbol is supposed to be. That's like my issue currently. I hope nothing changes like if I go through here again. Like sometimes, you know, stuff changes, but I don't expect that to just happen like this. I mean, the guy is gone. Huh? Hello, Mac. Oi, you're still hanging around here then. Quiet in there. Or quiet in here. Good for hiding out. You got the little clicky clackies on you then. The rolly roundies. What the shops like to swap for? I mean, the rolly roundies are great. Oh, share some of your little clicky clackies with us. Help us fill our pockets. If you do, we'll share a sneaky secret with you. 10? I mean, I give to the poor. You know, I am, you know, graciously doing that, I guess. Oh, into Grindel's pockets they go. And for you, a secret to remember us by. Beneath here and further on, the burly bellheads have a big, hot, gleaming hive full of all sorts of tasty snitchables. But there's this big gate that got down in its belly, shut tight, locked up. If you could wriggle through, you'd get your claws on all kinds of goodies. Okay, so map-wise below here. How's everyone? I mean, I'm doing quite good. You know, I got to play Silksong for now. No, but otherwise just like busy. You know, the classical busy stuff, except that like my internet was broken for like a few days, which didn't help. Okay, here's another thing. I'm not 100% sure. I'm assuming that they're not mean like explicitly like here below, but like actually they're talking about like below on the side basically. And yeah, being obsessed with blueprints is definitely a good choice of game for that. There's like a lot of game in there to be obsessed about, right? That's the best way to put it. Yeah. Anyway, I guess you're going to hit me with a rock. I don't know how to trigger you best. Wait, I could... Okay, that doesn't work. I just had to test. I'm just gonna jump then and fall into the spikes. I don't know what I just did. I should have just pogoed. Why am I not pogoing? The pogo master is not here anymore. Wait. Do your... I didn't want to jump up again. I'm sorry. That doesn't work. You know, I try to be cool, but it just doesn't work. I need to jump to the side here. Not jump that far down, I guess. I thought I could do something cool, and then I'm just jumping up all the time, and it resets everything. No. I feel like damage-wise, these slashes are, or like these needles are basically just like a hit, if I see that's right. Ooh, money. Almost got my secret money back. Silly goose, I don't see anything silly here. Smack you. And that's done. Okay. And you're just like a big head, okay. You're doing just woke up from crashing for sleep. Well, I get that feeling. And trying to not get emotional for today. Well, I hope you manage. Anyway, I guess I can't make any progress in this direction. This feels like a kind of double jump or wall jump kind of situation. But we have like stuff below us. I don't know if I want to do like a semi-blind jump. I guess we will figure that one out in a second. It was probably a wise choice. Yeah. I don't know why I did expect magma here, but hey, there sure is some. No. Slap. The heck? The heck just happened there? Okay, that's on me. I am honestly surprised by my skills today. There's a bench here. I'm just gonna go to the bench. It's like, you know, kind of annoying. Oh wait, is the ball back? If the ball is back, this could be dangerous in a way. I'm still gonna do it. Yeah, okay. That's actually not that dangerous. I don't actually know how you're supposed to get hit by that. I don't know. I'm just gonna not die and recharge. Look at me working. It's actually kind of expensive. I should probably not spam them too much. But they're fun, okay? They're fun to use. And now it's time for me to just die to everything here. Like the ball. Okay, this time I did actually do the ball afterwards. It's there for emotional damage here. Probably. I'm just gonna go to the left then. There should be a lever somewhere, right? No, wait, there's like still the bridge missing. Wait, is that the pressure plate for an elevator? Okay, it's not really an elevator, but like a moving platform, I'm assuming. There's nothing up here, okay. Oh, there are two. Oh, okay, two pressure plates. Yeah, try to catch me, nerds. Was this here before? Did I just not notice it? Like I did see it being open there for a second, but I don't think it was there because like on the other side it was actually locked. It would have been really silly, but I feel like it makes more sense if you just return this way. Anyway, there's like another thing I want to do. It's been like another hour and a bit. I'm gonna real quick. What's the best bench for me to find? I feel like I should go to the right just because I want to continue there. I'm gonna go back to that one bench. Hope I'm not gonna get hit now. Okay, I'm not. I have the weird feeling that there's going to be like a secret up there. But I'm not gonna stop to, you know, get burned by lava for now. For now, I just would like to, I guess, go back to the bench. I'm gonna take like a short break. 5 minutes, you know. Give you guys a second to stretch and me a chance to like open all the windows and doors and also turn on the fan so I get like a little bit of oxygen in my room. You know, I like to complain about it, but it's like actually such an issue. In summer, like in winter, it's like really easy because like, just because the air's so warm, there's like a lot of movement here compared to like outside. But currently it's just like not moving without like any help. So it's really hard to like refresh, you know, the oxygen. In any case, I'm gonna take a break here. I'm gonna continue afterwards for like another hour, maybe 2, depending on how I feel. But for now, I'm just gonna take like a break. I hope you get a good chance to stretch your legs. I'm gonna give you some music and then I'll be back in 5. So, BRB. Break's over. Time for gaming. What did I miss? Sunscreen from earlier has mitigated to migrate to your eyes. No, I'm sending screams. Sun screams. No. And sorry to hear that. But other question. Why don't I just pause the game when I take a break? I think call it like a Ludo narrative. I don't like taking breaks where my characters can't take breaks. Like if I have to, I have to. But like especially like at these moments, I can just quickly walk over. It's like not an issue. Same. I guess it also feels right. It's like similar to why I don't like save and quit. Like not even just to teleport, like save and quit, but like to talk about like save, quit, reload. Basically, I just don't like. I don't know. It feels wrong to like how I play the game. Basically, that's the best way to put it. Not necessarily that you can't do that, right? Like I think it's completely fine if other people do that, but it just it feels right. Anyway, I'm gonna pause the music and switch over to the game. We have gaming to do. Also, like I know I'm complaining a lot about like the oxygen today. It is really terrible currently, just because of like the weather, how like stagnant the air is outside. So this is probably going to be like the last hour that I'm playing, because I can already not get like the oxygen levels to like an acceptable level. And like me yapping makes it hard, and also I can't have like the window open while streaming, right? Like it's both because I am loud and like the outside world, I don't want to be, that to be picked up. Like I would think it would be like really annoying to be in like somebody else's, I guess, Twitch recording, just by accident. So, also you're back, hello. I mean, perfect for the last hour of gaming, I guess. Anyway, I guess we sit down. Just ignore that I died a bunch, because that definitely didn't happen. I just pressed the button on accident, okay? Clearly. Anyway, we have new tools. I'm gonna check out the bottom right now. Clearly. Everything will be fine, I hope. So, go down. That's more like it. And this time I'm just gonna not waste my time on this guy. I don't, like, it's such a troll to, like, have your best way to dodge also be something that loads like a new stage. I'm not gonna fight you over there. Yeah, fight me over here. Destroy you. Your name looks gray on your phone, but it's normal color on stream. I mean, you're like bluish gray on my side, so like it's actually really similar to like the stream color. Might just be like colors nearby, I don't know. It's weird. It might just be, if it's on phone, Twitch app is weird. That's a new one. You're probably going to charge me with that, that fork of yours. Yeah, almost. Hoo-yah! 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 You know what, I'm just gonna end you. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's like bluish gray. I don't know. Like teal? Like I say bluish gray, it just looks like that. It's probably dark mode as well, that changes that a little bit feel-wise. To be fair, I have no idea how colors work apparently. Like I am really struggling to get like the right color composition together. There's like this one game that I want to like play at some point just to get better at it. Because like I have to... Is this a bomb? Are you bombing me? Yep, you are. Okay. There is like a game where you basically they show you like a color and you're like, hey, can I combine that like with a hex code? Can I like copy that color? And I kind of want to play this like maybe not on stream, but like privately, I'm gonna say, to just get better at it, because I'm like so terrible at like color theory and all that stuff. Yeah, I feel like I could probably at least make better thumbnails if I were better at it. In other news, we got so many snacks. Ooh, for friends coming to visit. Oh yes, I would also be excited. It's been so long to have friends over here just because everyone's busy. Like I always have like I have like a proper cart, I'm gonna call it, where I put like snacks on, just so we can move it like to the gaming table if we have like people over. Stuff like that. Hasn't been used in like 2 months at this point, right? No, when did you stop? 2 or 3 months. Like we all just are like currently so busy, and it's like kind of annoying. Just because like all my friends who are like living close by enough that it's like worth to meet with them are also like busy with like master thesis or something like that. Friend in another state, so that's actually doubly impressive, I guess. I guess. Best time to enjoy your time. I feel like this is a trap. The deep dogs. Okay, it's not a trap. It's just a new place. I know, just this kind of looked like fake pressure plates or something like that in the dark. That's always. Bench. Oh. shaky background. More to slap. Oh, there was a bomb inside. Did I just slap a bomb twice and move it back? I should have tried that with like the bomb thrower guy. Seeing long distance friends is the best. Yeah, definitely after some time. Like I have some of those friends you're going to explode, yeah. That I basically never talk to. But like I meet them at like parties every once in a while, and like when we meet we can just talk for like 10 hours straight, like without break. And here's another thing, like okay, that sounds like such a me issue probably. Like I am so terrible when it comes to time. They're like friends I chat with like every once in a while, and like every once in a while I'm like, oh hey, let's continue that conversation, and I just look at the chat and it's like, oh yeah, we last talked like 6 months ago about that thing, and I was like, wasn't that just yesterday? Right? Like if I here's the thing, like I don't really start a lot of conversations and like DMs and stuff, right? Like part of that is just because like people can also come to stream, which I know, kind of arrogant, but like, right? Like there's like ways for people to contact me, and I also always feel like I'm bothering people. That's like the next thing. But like if I'm starting a conversation with you and haven't done so in a long time, then it's probably not because I don't want to talk to you. It's probably because I forgot that like half a year has passed. So hey, a second. So many snacks, yeah. Classic tags. I'm just gonna blame the phone. Okay, I guess we're just going to continue. I don't think I can actually reach that mask shot anyway. Unless I can... Okay, I cannot shoot through those gates here. Just have to try. You know? One day something like that is going to happen. Also this pipe just came to, like towards me. It's so surprising. I was so confused. Yeah, just being happy for someone else, yeah. Happens. Okay, apparently up here. Oh, that's an elevator. I'm gonna ignore the elevator for a second. Okay, I'm not gonna ignore the elevator for a second. Look at those chains! Still upstairs? Like every single time I see that, I don't know if I want to break those currently. I don't know how many shards do I have? Like a bunch. Okay, sure. I don't know if I'm going to get like 20 or so. No, definitely not. It's like 60 I think I got. I'm always like worried that I'm like over capping what I can collect. But yeah, like I always think there's like kind of a trap when I have to go like long ways to reach like a bench, so chatting from phone sucks. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Like, okay, here's another thing. Like I got like a new phone. At this point it's like 2 years old, I think. But like that one, like I really loved the keyboard on my old one because it worked really well when it came to like switching between like English and German. Now if I type on German, like the autocorrect breaks completely. The moment I use like an umlaut, it just doesn't understand anything anymore. And it's like really weird because like sometimes it even recommends words with like them inside of that. But like the moment I click it, it just completely breaks. I don't know why. It's so weird. It should technically be the same keyboard. It's like a Google keyboard that I downloaded, but I don't know. And shitification of keyboards is also a new thing, I guess. Okay then, I should probably not get blown up by that. Also? Okay, that's nothing. We're also going to check like this area here. Ooh, money. Beats, balls. Balls. Like I do like how they're flung around, but I don't like that they're flung around. I need like a collector for that stuff. Wait, wasn't there like a magnet for those? Or am I imagining something? Yeah, there was like something about. No, wait. My money! My money! I wanted to be cheeky and pick it up. Oh, look at the bouncy ball. Okay. You've never used autocorrect because of the moment it became a thing. Like I don't. Like originally I used it for a bit and then I was like, okay, it doesn't understand how I'm typing, but I use like the predictive words basically. And especially there are like some words, even in German, that I am sometimes unsure how to spell. And it's really nice to have like the option that you just like start spelling it and then you can just click that word, right? So like, I don't use like an autocorrect. I guess it's like semi-manual correct, you know? Predictive words and all of that stuff. I do hear a lovely voice. Look at you. The other tall maiden. Time to sing. Carcena. Child-wielding needle. What do you make of this huge, groaning structure? The scale of it all impresses me. If it is merely an outpost of the citadel above, then their capital must be grand beyond measure. Yokkala. Perhaps so. They must have prized indeed the work done here to build something so vast in such a dangerous place. Ooh, money. Deep Dogs map. I love maps. Gimme map. And I'm also going to get like some pins. A ring marker. You can use these to mark places of importance or reminders on your map. These are often marked the location of worthy foes. I did see like another ring up there, which is why I was like kind of confused if they are maybe important. But I do like that they're like different shapes, not just color. Like I feel like color is probably not the best if you, you know, are like colorblind, for example, in general. Anyway, bellway pins. The bellways, gilded veins that run throughout the lands. Supposedly, they were once used for travel. These pins will mark stations on your map. I kind of want the bench pin, definitely, because I'm going to forget what benches are like in the future. Bellway, sure. Lovely. And what else can I afford? I could get some other pins. I have like... I'm missing 2. You wait here, okay? I'm gonna get like 2 more balls. I'm sorry. No, I didn't want to try to bump you. I was, by the way, thinking about like these rings. I was like confused why they were like here as like an important thing. But hey. Give me 2 balls, please. I need 2 balls. What's that place? Also, I should probably check the map. Ooh, that's like... I don't know what that symbol means. Huh. Is this is like... Oh, okay, this is the... Okay, I get it. This is the road. Can I... Oh, I have to inspect you. Inspect groceries. Okay, good thing that I didn't actually spend all of them. Because I feel like I can definitely use that one. I wasn't sure about like the symbol, what exactly that meant. Am I supposed to? Oh. I was wondering if I was supposed to play those strings. Right. Autocorrect predictable text only knows official Finnish, not everyday language. Okay, that sucks if that's the case, yeah. The horrors of automatic translation involving Finnish. Yeah, I can imagine. Like those languages especially. Can I call you? Like, I do know that I can call you like that, but I thought maybe I could call you by just smacking those bells. Also, I do love the lava fall like in the background. I love them as a aesthetic. Anyway. Did you say Hira? I'm just gonna say it's like Hira, like as here. Hey buddy, yo. You like the bells? Oh, I can smack something. Well, I mean, you can't hide the smacks from me. Please give me some balls. I require them. Another flea. They're sleeping? I mean, this is the one place I can imagine. Okay, I have to pay attention. There's actually lava falling. I was close. Not just, you know, lava fall in the background. I wasn't like 100% sure there. You know what? Go away. I said go away. Okay. Anyway, that should be fine, right? I'm actually really uncomfortable with like the amount of lava near me. Okay, perfect. Give it a smack. And I guess I'm just gonna wait for like the next cycle. I should be able to just reach that flea, right? Can somebody just like pluck that? That reminds me of like the theory crafting that some people always like to do about like, hey, if like a volcano is so dangerous, why don't we just put like a giant boulder on top and like, you know, stop the lava from flowing? That's definitely a good idea. We should do that here though. Gonna be completely awoo! 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 Ah, I'm falling. Okay, that was just like a little challenge room. Awoo! Ah. I would love to use the travel, but I'm kind of... You know what? We could go back to town if we want to, but I kind of want to get the maps first, so I'm going to stay here for just a moment. We do have a shortcut in case I ever die in a weird way that brings me back to spawn. But hey. Lie. Exactly. I'm gonna go over here. Please wait. I'm gonna bring you all the beads. There's another bench? That's like quick. What's that symbol? Someone singing? This feels like an arena. Gotta be completely honest. Like, you can't just show me like a platform like that and then expect me to not expect an arena. I need a double jump. Come on, or like an enemy I can bounce off of. I guess I'm gonna go down here and... I expected an elevator, not a door. Oh, okay, I have to actually open you. You know, this is something that we need. Again with the singing, can't believe... They should have called it Silksong or something, right? Because of all the songs? No, but seriously, I guess I'm just gonna continue here. Give me money. Oh, I broke something. Oh! A shard bundle. Okay, so they are probably similar to like the, you know, the rosary bead thingies, strings. Oh, bombs. Oh, there's so many bombs in this economy. Oh, shards. I don't need those shards though. I'm gonna leave them here. And go over here. Why is this another boss room? I can tell it. I can smell it. I can smell the burnt nose here, okay? Oh? A vault? A door? At the 7th bell toll, send 30 measures, 4 beats smoke rock, 8 beats sweet smelled, mark of fealty, all workers. At the 9th bell toll, send 20 measures, 2 beats smoke rock, 7 beats sweet smelled, mark of fealty, all workers. Am I supposed to ring that bell? Like, I need to like process that. Like, I can't just read it. Okay. 7th bell toll send something. 7th and 9th one where they do something. Okay. Not really sure what that means. It seems like a recipe for disaster. And also like a recipe for something else. I'm just gonna go over here for now. I'm gonna ignore the thing that looks like an arena. Oh! Slug guy. Kinda like that guy. Are those arms or are those eyes? Like eye stalks. Looks like a guy going like, I'm ready to fight. But like in an adorable way. Are you going to explode if I slap you? Not quite. You're just going to spew magma. And then you explode. Okay. Didn't even get anything from it. Why am I even murdering those guys? Can't believe that they are just poor. Well then. I guess I'm just gonna ignore you then. Okay, I should probably not do that though. No. Safety. Ouch. Okay, that's on me. Ow. That's so on me, but that was just stupid. You know what? I'm gonna switch room real quick and then. This is not quite like the lava, so I feel like this is not quite the instant. Okay, it's probably still an instant kill, but maybe I can do something cool with that. I don't want to pogo on it. I feel like I need my health currently. Maybe if I'm done with like all of the enemies here. Smack you. Smack you. Money. This is the money that I needed. Oh, they're just mining here. Have a bomb. Enjoy the bomb. Have another bomb. Okay, there's no bomb in there. Oh, you say. Okay, to be fair, you have a helmet. I don't know why I didn't expect that. What will you? I guess I'm gonna wait until the slug guy is gone. The slug. I do like those though. They have like a cute design. I like them. I just don't like that they're spewing lava at me. I don't know. It seems to be like an aversion to lava for some reason. I'm lava-cist. Okay. Is that another? Oh, okay. You're doing the thing again where you're being controlled, I'm assuming. Smack. Okay. At least I'm getting money, so this time I'm not too worried about like murder. And we have some more beads. We might actually get enough to buy the other things that I wanted to buy. I know I can just like convert like the beads if I need to, but I don't know. I like my whole card cash, you know, stacked together, so I'm not losing it. Maybe more smacks. I really need like a magnet for those. 88? Okay, that's technically enough. I think I needed like 80, right? For like 2. Hey, buddy. Don't sleep on the job! What are you doing? Somebody could just like break in and steal everything. Like your whole treasure. It's not even worth it. I murdered somebody for those shards that I don't need. Ah, alas. I need bigger pockets. Also, I feel like this can be opened somehow. Maybe from like the bottom. I'm just gonna, you know, continue onward. And you're going away? Oh wait, I don't have the silk! I wanted to throw the spear. Okay, it's also 4. I for some reason never counted properly. I wasn't sure if it's like 3 or 4, but it's like 4 that I need to, you know, spear someone. Which means that even if I had like 3 of those silk hearts, that would never be enough. Is it just like a door I can smack? No, just a door. I can't actually pass. Maybe from the other side. I feel like this is definitely the area of, maybe from the other side I can actually reach those places. But alas. Oh, wait. Don't get hit. I'm just gonna leave you. It's okay. Can I smack this stuff? I can, but I don't think I can pogo off of it. Maybe I can, though. Okay, I can't. Oh! I'm just burning for a brief moment. I'm assuming if I touch this for long, I'm actually going to burn. So I'm assuming it's going to work like similar here. Okay, as long as I'm hopping. That's cool. You know, I'm not complaining. That's certainly a new mechanic. Okay, I can smack those back if I want to. I'm just not good enough. Oh. No, the beads! Don't burn on me! Oh, it's so hot! It's so hot! Ouch! Okay. I just have to make sure to actually spam the button. Okay, those are just the shards that I don't need, okay. And the magma ball. Okay, I can just leave that here. I'm not sure like what exactly respawns. I'm assuming that like the bigger chests don't necessarily respawn, but I don't know. There's still no need to, like, even if they did respawn, and no need to really, you know, break them if you don't need them. Don't bomb me. Stop bombing me. I'm busy with work. I do need those balls. All of them. It's so important. Oh no, they're burnt. Well, I guess I'm just gonna climb again then. It's going to be fine. I just have to, you know, again, make sure to not take damage. That would be lovely. Oh. Lever. You're going down. Is that even good that you're going down? Because I don't think I can't reach you anymore, right? And to be fair, I don't really need that lever, but hey. Ow. Okay, I can definitely touch it with my hands as well. But let's do something for me. I mean, I still think it's... Okay, I don't know what you are, but I still think it is impressive that you can just touch those coals for that time. Even if it's just like a short time. Like, I've touched hot stone before. It's not fun. And... What were you? Spool fragment. One half of an artifact left behind by the weavers, designed to collect and hold silk. A completed spool will allow one to hold more silk within their shell. Okay, so this is also a mechanic. I just wasn't sure if they wanted to go that way again. Like after, you know, starting with like exactly one heal. I don't know. I mean, reasonable. Ooh, steam pot. Clearly, there's a pot with steam in it. Like the stuff that you have at home. You know, I just like finding stuff. And I should probably not look to the side or like, you know, stop holding my controller if I'm like moving like that. Okay, anyway. Don't. I said don't. How much damage? I can always just kill you like that. It's like 3 hits. Maybe I need to hit like a 4th time so you don't explode. I'm gonna try that like with like another guy in a second. Ow. That's on me. I didn't want to climb. I should have probably just tried. Too late. Next time. Also, heal. I'm gonna heal. You know, this game is absolutely besting me. I do need those heals. What else did I ignore? There was like this place that looks like an arena. You know what? Let's take the bench and then I'm gonna do that. Like, I know I don't need to technically, but it just feels right, okay? It feels right. Wait, was the bench here? Wait, where am I even going? I'm like so far away. This is the lever that I couldn't use. I do remember there being something here, but... Oh wait, this is another arena, I'm gonna call it, but that's like behind the gate. There's a bench, okay. Like, I do know that there was a bench. I did also remember that there was like a second one. So... Where was it? Was it... Oh, secrets. More bombs. But nothing impressive. Oh wait, I was here before, right? This is like the secret I found before. I do remember there was like a sign with like a bench on there. And you literally just showed me that I have to go down. Am I being stupid? I probably am. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know what? It's too late. I'm just gonna go over here. Yeah, this definitely feels like an arena. I did know that. The bell ringing. There should be 9 of those rings if I understood this right, which means that this is a really long fight. I didn't want to heal there. Okay, I couldn't even heal, so it's fine, but like I almost started like an animation that was weird. Ow. I'm still gonna heal. When I get a chance. Oh, you're new. I didn't actually pay attention to you spawning. Ow. You can actually attack downwards, that's like new. I mean, I say new, but like we've definitely had like at least hit like that. There's just like cute animation for that. Smack you. 3 hits, 4 hits, okay. Remember that? That's more like it. Okay, you're coming from like the underground. I just didn't pay attention to you before, like it is properly. Huh. I have you hit like that. Just want to reach you. It's so rude. I'm just gonna, you know, do it properly. It should be fine. Bonk. I do like the bonk sound when you actually hit those back. Perfect. I'm not gonna heal here, just because I'm only 1 down. Smack. Okay. Apparently it doesn't fully interrupt your move, and you just stop for a second. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Oh. Okay, that's just a lever. I expected something else. I'm just gonna go to the right first. Long jump. Okay, I can't actually progress here. Good to know. I'm gonna explore here later. And I'm gonna instead ring... I said, I'm gonna instead ring the bell. I want to ring the bell! Do something! Okay, I guess I'm taking the lever then. Oh wait, this is, first of all, bench. Lovely. Didn't even need to find the other bench. Decided to log in this time. I don't know, like as I mentioned, I don't know what it is. Sometimes like my brain just doesn't work like the way I want it to work. And shortcuts. I love shortcuts. Right, like, yeah, this is this place. Okay, I'm gonna check the map properly for just a moment. Yeah, we had the pathway there. We are currently, I'm assuming the right one, right? So we can go to the right further because we, yeah, okay, it does make sense. So there's like nothing to the right, technically. Huh. So we're gonna check it out again. Like, properly. Like, maybe I just missed something. Oh, wait, I'm on the... I misread that. I'm on the wrong floor. I was saying, like, oh, yeah, I just came from the right, but I came from the bottom right, obviously. Hey, you. You seem busy. Forge daughter. Oh, small pointy bug. Why do you bother us at work? The sound of your craft called me to investigate. What is your duty here? Are you a smith of some kind? A smith? Hardly so crude. We are Forge daughter. How can a pointy bug not tell? Ours is the ancient line of honored Orole. Those docks and lands around are fortunate to have our skills. That's fine. Amazing shape. Oh yes, round is the best shape. If you are as talented as you suggest, would you lend me your aid? I've lacked for my usual tools, and I suspect you could craft fine replacements. Blades and traps, no doubt. We know your type. Of sorts, but maybe strange to this land. Some would likely prove fine challenge for your craft. Well, we'll construct them, but you provide the materials and compensate for our time. Okay. New tools. They have like the different symbols here. Round. Exactly. What do I have crafting yet? Crafting by claw alone produces inferior results. With this kit, you can craft finer, sharper, and deadlier tools. If this is your wish. So I'm getting like a damage upgrade, basically, I'm assuming. Shard bundle, okay. To maintain one's tools is a constant task. These shards should be kept close when you travel. And that you can repair and replenish as need arises. I feel it's reasonable, but it's like kind of too expensive. Also, like, this is actually buying, you know, instead of like the other stuff. A magma bell. This drink is your own invention. But it is our own invention. It wards against the deadly lava and heat around these docks. Ooh. The workers used to request them of us. Now they're lost. Wait. Oh, now they've lost the mind to care. I need like one of those ores. I do have that. That's cool. And a sting shard. A vicious stabbing trap. We can build it. Just know it disturbs us. These devious implements you conceive to kill. Wait. Those are the balls that Hornet is throwing in the fights, right? Looks quite similar at least. The problem is... Wait a second. I'm gonna check my inventory in a second and then we can talk about this some more. Farewell then. If you require our craft, this forge is always hot. Look at you working. You know, perfectly. Also, we can talk some more in a second, but I wanted to see, because like in here... Wait, I just noticed something. I didn't actually pay attention to this, but like in Hollow Knight, when you open like this menu, the game wasn't paused, was it? I think. Like I'm quite sure it wasn't paused. It was only paused if you like properly paused. I think this is new. Like everything's quiet. I didn't pay attention to that before because I didn't quite expect it. But yeah, like tools. The blue slot is still free. This slot is the red sword one. Okay, I'm assuming blue is utility. I think, wait, blue was the... Yeah, okay, it's exploration. It's probably defense or utility on the blue one. You have like a main one. And this is like an offensive one, right? Like because it has like the red spear shape there, right? I'm assuming that this kind of works like that. That you have like more defensive tools and more utility. I still don't know what like the side ones do though. I'd expect this workshop too would contain only combative types, but you seem composed, Forge Daughter. You've met the workers? They're all wound up. They still work their tasks in a simple way, but they're useless for conversation. It's only ourselves and young Bello with any sense left. Are you Bello? Hey, Bello! If you need something, talk to the boss. I'm busy. You need something? Yeah, talk to the boss. I'm busy. Okay, sure. Oh, hot. I guess those are the only two that can speak, and you have like lengthy conversations for me. The behavior of your fellow workers, I've seen similar. Agitation upon the roads. These dogs are not alone in the strangeness of their occupants. This odd behavior, to be sure, but not for Bella and us to know. Ours is busy work, and we keep to ourselves. Whatever the goings on the world outside, no bother to us, as long as our craft can continue. Right? You know, commitment. You know, and that stuff. Keep well, Forge Daughter. I shall return if I require your aid. Yes, or no. Either's fine with us, as long as the craft continues. Well, I guess we have to buy now something, you know? It's important. I could get the magma bell. It is actually something I can afford. And it's like an upgrade that is like in a slot that I don't have yet. So, sure. Let's get it. Purchase. I want items. Hey, I guess that's everything. A fair exchange made, Pointy Bug. Now our work calls. Return again if you find need of our trade and talent. Well, I will. I like upgrades. I love upgrades. Give me items. Give me all the items. Wait, bench. I also love sitting. Magma bell. Oh, I had hoped to get like the magma bell on my head. Okay, so I'm guessing I'm like lava resistant. I don't actually know if I'm like fully lava resistant, but I guess we can figure that one out in a second. But first I want to touch this wall. Oh, we have like a full-on shield. But it seems like it's temporary. And it recharges, okay. So it's like for a few seconds. That's cool. Okay, I do like that it recharges. It's not like the... I had to think about like Baldur's Shell, which is like, oh yeah, I got hit like twice. Oh, it's broken, I'm sorry. That's just life. I'm just gonna smack everything. Just because I can. Okay, where do I want to go then? I guess we could try like the bottom path. I don't think that it's going to be like possible. But I want to try this with like lava because I'm not 100% sure if it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work. It feels like kind of hot, but maybe. Maybe I can stand on it. Yep, I expected as much. Well, ripped to Hornet like that. Also, it completely destroys my fire shield instantly. So it's actually not that valuable. Honestly, like, I could just jump instead. Okay, I'm kind of stuck here. Okay, that's lovely. I'm gonna explore like one more place before I end like stream. So let's get going. I would like to go like above there. There's like a bell on like the, I guess like my map. I'm not just guessing that's my map. It's technically my map. I mean, I haven't drawn it myself like mostly, you know, in that spot. It's like technically someone else's map, but wait, can I even? I can't actually reach the bell because this is like the, yeah, this is the block thing. I need like some sort of double jump or like any other ability. But that should be fine. Well, I guess something for another time. Probably next week. Oh yeah, I don't have any money anymore, right? So, anything to say? I see much wasted effort in these dogs. There's too much flourish to the form of it all. The ways of others are strange indeed. You have like 6. I don't have anything. Do I need anything? I would like some pins, but We can do that another time. You know what? I'm gonna find you again. Our ways are going to meet again. I promise. Unless I fall into lava again. Then, you know, that's debatable. Like this, for example. I mean, superhero landing, that was intended. Ignore that. No, it was like this platform here. Okay, let's deal with this guy first. I'm gonna think about like what I want to do actually. Like map this out in my mind. You know, use like my brain juices here. They're going to be great. Because there's like technically this thing that's hanging on a chain. And I can technically stand on it. And flip a lever. You're going to go up. Okay. So this is how I reached the room. Neat. And I don't know what's inside of this room. Except for murder! Murder! All of it. Also, I can poke your butt, I guess. Ah, my needle's too long for you. I did expect something more. I mean, there's a real shaking in the background, but like otherwise. I mean, I like a lot of these shells here, so not the needle in the butt. Well, I mean, they would have clearly attacked me, so it was self-defense, okay? Self-defense, needle in the butt. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna leave then. If this does not offer secrets to me. I guess... Oh, wait, we are here. There's like the other... Wait. This reminds me, just so I can predict it. We had it here in the Moss home, right? We had like a similar structure where we had like the weird shard like at the bottom, and like at the top we have like this other structure. I'm guessing it's an upgrade. Double jump? Double jump? Maybe? Something cool, like a silk jump, because everything is silky here, right? Or like a sing-song jump? I don't know. We are going to figure it out. Welcome in, no mana. Yeah, no backseating allowed. That is kind of how first playthroughs work, yeah. Anyway, welcome in. Hope you've had a lovely day so far. Let's get over here. I guess for now, like I mainly just want to reach like that upgrade, I'm assuming, and it's going to be fine. That's probably going to be like the end of stream, because again I mentioned air's getting like kind of thin where I live. Anyway, I guess it shouldn't be like too far, right? There's like glitchy here. Oh wait, there's a spike in the background, right? I just have to reach the top. I should have probably gone to like the actual place where I couldn't reach the top. That would be, you know, reasonable, I've heard. But what do I know? Smack you. Okay. For now, that's fine. How some playthroughs work? I mean, fair. I don't think it enriches the experience for me though. So, yeah, that's just kind of how it is. And I genuinely think that at that point, if you are, you know, getting back-seated, at that point, are you actually doing your own playthrough? I don't know. That's just like my opinion here. Obviously, there are like people who have like differing opinions, and they are free to play the games they want to play, the way they want to play it. But I have not felt the need to get any backseats in like basically any game I've ever played. So, and again, like at that point, like I'm basically watching like chat play at some point. That's like how I feel about it. Again, others may feel different about it, but yeah, I would play different games if I wanted to have backseating. I mean, you can have your yikes reaction there, but that's like just, you know, the honest opinion that I have here. Like, if people are free to play their game, but like, if I wanted to play, like, if I were to watch someone, right, to play their first experience, I want to have like their first experience. I want to see how they struggle, right? And there are like definitely some moments where you can say, hey, right, sometimes you missed something, especially as a streamer. But it's oftentimes also fun to see people struggle, right? Struggling is like part of the journey. I don't really think that if a game just kind of hands to you like the solution, or like someone else, that you really, you know, found the solution. Also, why are you running around like that? I don't know why I'm killing you. You didn't actually give me anything interesting, and the guy up there also didn't give me anything. Anyway, I guess I'm just gonna jump through here then. I know I can technically stand on here for a bit, but hey, I don't really have to. Oh. Well then, I'm gonna slap you still, just because you're like in the way. It's just kind of normal. You know, that's I guess the intended solution here. You enjoy playing playthroughs? Love to be able to relive the first reactions? Yeah, that's kind of it. Like, as again, there are certain games that I don't even care about like blind playthroughs, especially if it's like something like a colony sim or something like that. I'm generally more willing to get like backseating in a way, because like they tend to be like complex in a way that you tend to miss something, especially when you're yapping a lot like I do. And it's also like a thing where there's like a lot of spoilery stuff, right? But yeah, I feel like it's kind of arrogant to say that a chatter knows better how to experience a game than, you know, the person playing the game. But hey, exactly. There are like other people who have like different experience in there. And I say like arrogant. There are definitely games where I can see that being the case, but like at that point, is the game even... That sounds like really harsh, right? Like if you need backseating to, I guess, figure out what the game wants from you, then at some point I feel like the game might be a little bit too obtuse, right? Maybe in a puzzle game I can sometimes see it, right? Like I've definitely struggled on puzzle games more than I should have, probably. And again, like either game is... Okay, here's the thing. I do absolutely think that either way is valid. I'm explicitly talking about like stream kind of situations. Like if you are sitting together with a friend and you're like backseating each other to play through a game, that is something. But if I am advertising this here as a first playthrough, or like a blind playthrough, or like a backseatless playthrough, I think it would be really disingenuous to have like other people help me. That's how I feel about it. Some people don't enjoy struggling, but still want to experience the game. Yeah, but like at a certain, like, don't get, again, I mentioned there are some people who can do that, but I do think that there's a difference between like doing it for stream and doing it like privately. Again, if you what you do privately, that's on you. If I go to a streamer and it says like first playthrough or blind, especially if it's blind playthrough, I just switch from like blind playthrough to like first playthrough, because it's like one of these, I guess, pedantic moments in my life where I'm thinking like technically you're not blind, right? Like you're not playing blindfolded or something like that. I know where it's coming from, but I hope you're getting where it, which is why I'm calling it like first playthrough. But I still feel like if it were like advertised as such, and then some people give you like, I guess, backseats regularly. And I'm not even saying that you can't have like any, right? But like especially like a free backseating thing. Then I think at a certain point, you're not really watching a blind playthrough. I mean, hey, people have like their opinions. They are free to say yikes. I have my strong opinions. I have like strong opinions about like a lot of things. So, yeah, like this is like the thing. If you say, hey, I'm playing with backseating, I don't care, right? Like I have also enjoyed plays. Like especially there's some games that, and yeah, and you reach the bench. I'm gonna yap here for a second. I'm gonna probably end it in a moment. Basically, I have seen games that become like really complicated at the end in a way, where like at a certain point I'm saying like, okay, you're cleaning up like the last 3 or 4 things, for example, or like, I even did that with like, I think I did it with Grubs and Hollow Knight, where at a certain point I just said, hey, you are free to tell me where I'm supposed to look. Because like I don't think looking around is fun, but this is like 90% of the game already done, right? This is like the last thing that I'm doing. This is literally like day 2 of a first playthrough. I think if I needed guidance in this game, then I feel like, okay, that sounds like maybe a little bit rude, because obviously I can miss stuff, but I feel like if people really needed guidance in this game, I think the game would have had actual design issues, I'm gonna call it. Right? Like imagine being stuck somewhere. And again, can happen. Like especially with your streamer brain, it can absolutely happen that you miss something. And at a certain point I would also be willing to ask, but like 90% of the time it's like, if you are, especially like Metroidvania or something like that, and you get, not you personally, but like when I say you, like a group of people constantly get stuck at a certain point, not because of mechanical skill, but like because they don't find the way, for example, then I would actually question the design of the game in a way that it doesn't teach you where to go, right? This is also why I'm always talking about like intended design or like intended solutions to things, because like the developers had like an intended solution with like most things. There are very, very few games where there aren't intended solutions, even if they're like open world or like sandboxy. Oftentimes they're like 3 or 4 intended solutions, and these games oftentimes also have like the option where you can find like another way to do something. But like for example, if I play Hollow Knight and figure out that I can use like a bug to reach like a higher ledge before I unlock something, I 100% believe that the developers intended like for you to use that. They might have not intended to use that in your first playthrough, but it's definitely an intent in there. because they spent so many hours with the game, like so many more than any player could ever play with that before it's even out. They have tried that, right? Like, and they thought, hey, it would be cool if somebody could do that, could figure out the game. And we have taught you how to do that before then, right? And like I skipped things in Hollow Knight because of that, right? Like, or like did stuff out of order, or like at least to like a regular first playthrough. Again, there are like multiple ways you can go, but like for example, I found like more like first because I figured out how to pogo, right? And this is definitely in there that you can do that if you're speedy and stuff. And this is like definitely intended. They didn't like accidentally put that there. They had like so many years of development time to like put spikes in positions where you can like pogo up, right? And this is like why I always think that it's like kind of stupid to say that a game, even if it's like an open world game, doesn't have any sort of intent, right? Or like there aren't like intended solutions, because there always are, right? Like somebody had to play through this game, and whatever they did, or like however they designed it to make it possible to go through the game, is one intended solution. Obviously, there can be more, right? But for valid, some people allow backseat on stream because they want to feel like hanging out. Okay, here's the thing. I do fully agree with that, but I feel like at that point, if you say, hey, I want like a blind playthrough here, like I want to go into the blind, like why did you say blind at that point, right? Yeah, I think it's weird if you advertise it as blind. Like, I should have probably corrected that, because technically I am saying it's a first playthrough, not a blind playthrough, so there's like a difference. Still have like exclamation backseat for obvious reasons. But, for example, there are other games that I literally just play where I don't care if I'm getting like backseated or like people put out hints, where I really am just there to yap, basically, right? Like I played like Space Haven recently, right? This was like a yapping session. If somebody told me, hey, can you do that and that, I wouldn't have cared, right? This is not like that kind of situation. But like for Hollow Knight especially, or like Silksong now, and like similar games, I don't know, if like people constantly told me where to go. Like, it's not just that it's not my playthrough in that sense, it's also not my playthrough because like, okay, let me rephrase that. I do believe that at a certain point it becomes like chat's playthrough. If chat were to constantly tell me where to go, I basically have two ways to follow through with that. Either I can follow chat's advice, in which point basically I'm following their playthrough, or I can ignore it and potentially worsen my own idea because of, you know, that kind of situation, which is like, why there's a warning. Obviously, that's different. You do prefer blind playthroughs, so much more fun. And here's the thing. I don't think I would, like, unless it's like a hangout session, right? I don't think I would watch a playthrough of a game that wasn't blind, unless it is like something where, how do I put it? Like, think of something like Minecraft, right? Like, I don't need blind playthroughs of like Minecraft or like any colony sims or stuff like that. I think it's completely fine if people already know what to do. But I still hate it if like people constantly like backseat, because like backseating in general is just not fun, right? Especially because then every single time you follow, like I see that with like a lot of streamers who allow backseating, basically. Every single time you allow backseating, you also attract viewers who are like willing to like push the line too much, where they're like constantly backseating, right? Like, there's a reason why it's called backseating, not helping with the game, because they're like, you know, they're annoying, sitting in the back of the seat of your car and thinking that they can do it better, basically, right? This is also why I say like it's completely fine for a streamer or like a YouTuber to ask for help every once in a while, especially with like puzzle games, as I mentioned. At some point, people are going to get stuck, and at some point you can also say, hey, you could have also like Googled it at that point. Yeah, this solution isn't yours, kind of thing. If like somebody actually gives you like a solution outright, right? But that's like explicitly help, asking for help. Yeah, we are talking about like sometimes asking for backseats, and you can, you know, see it like that. I don't actually see it as a backseat at that point. I think, to me, a backseat is always like something unwanted. So, you may watch blind playthroughs, but you'll also be fine watching a streamer who's experienced the game. Yeah. But here's the thing. If I watch a streamer who's already played the game, I am generally watching them for like a challenge run, for example. That's like how I feel about it. Or like they're trying something, or again, it can be a hangout. Those are like the reasons why I would watch someone who's played the game before. And I think challenge runs are completely fine. At that point, they already know the game anyway, so backseating feels quite different there. But again, like, I just see, when I hear backseating, I have like the negative connotation here, where it is about the annoyance as well, right? It's not, I don't want help, I don't want backseats, right? Because like help can be fine every once in a while. Anyway, Backseat versus front seat. Yeah, that's like how they Ryan differentiates in his situation. I just say like sometimes I want help, but like a backseat is literally about like being annoying, basically, right? So far, if removed from like the controls. Anyway, I'm gonna end the game here. I'm gonna quit to menu and switch over to just chatting because I'm chatting anyway. 7 quit, and I'm gonna give you some music. Again, like I don't, I think. Let's just, let's trash talk the commenter here. No, here's the thing. I don't really care if people don't care about like front seats or back seats. But I think it's kind of weird to go into a channel that explicitly says, hey, we don't want a back seat. And then says, oh, I am so disappointed I can't back seat here. They left anyway. No, I just think it's like such a funny reaction. It's like, yeah, that's why I put the sign up, right? So people don't have to comment. Why are you coming in, basically? And like, I'm not gonna change my opinion on, like if I'm already putting into like the chat that I'm going to give you a ban if you spoiler or backseat, I'm probably not have like I guess high enough conviction to stay by that, to not just change my opinion just because somebody goes in and goes like, oh, that's sad. Oh, why don't you allow backseats? Yeah, that's like that was why I reacted like that. Like if people were like genuinely asking, hey, how I'm feeling about, like I'm genuinely more willing to give like a discussion, but like this came like also kind of charged. Anyway, I just think it's funny. Like you get those conversations. Like I had that in Hollow Knight constantly. Actually, I say constantly. Like even during Hollow Knight, I don't know what it is with like Hollow Knight and Silksong. Apparently now, like Hollow Knight was like more an issue. That there are like a lot of people who are willing to like just backseat. That comment, like I remember that some chatter was basically in there and was like, okay, you're playing the game for the first time and you don't want backseat, but can I tell you about the relationship between the Hollow Knight and the main character? And that was like stream 2 or something like that. And I'm like, obviously not. My God, like this is like such a crazy idea for me. Again, it's like that's like a big sign. I'm tapping it here. I'm gonna ban you if you do that. And so also like just asking about something like that is also a backseat in a way. Like imagine you're doing something for the first time, going through like a level and somebody goes like, hey, do you want to know how to do this better? And I'm like, now I know that there's a better way to do that, basically, right? This is already really charged, which is why I'm also like completely fine. Like, I know you guys haven't seen that, like most of you, but I sent in the, like I have on Discord, I have like a Twitch mod chat, and I basically allowed them, hey, be aggressive with bans, just use the ban hammer or like time out people if they write something weird. I genuinely do not want the backseat. I do not want spoilers. I hate getting those. I mentioned this earlier that I get like weird comments, like especially like blueprints. I got like a lot of them, and I'm like, dude, I'm like literally there to struggle on puzzles. There are like so few games that let me struggle. Let me struggle. This is what I enjoy about the game. Why do you think it's going to be improved by someone going like, this is funny. Oh, why didn't you react to that thing? Like at this timestamp. I'm like, seriously. And like sometimes that can be funny in a way, but it's like not funny for someone who's like still in the game, basically. Anyway, I don't actually want to end this on like a negative note. I feel like this is like too much ranting for that. I am generally happy with my situation, and I really appreciate you guys, hanging out for a blind playthrough, like an actual blind playthrough where I avoid spoilers, right? And here's also another thing. Like, this is a blind playthrough half a year after the game released. I actively avoided all the spoilers as best as I could for half a year, and now I'm just fine with spoilers kind of thing, right? Sometimes we gotta have a little rant. Yeah, that's true. Right? Again, there are like some people who do like first playthroughs. If I wanted that, again, I just don't get, how do I put it? Like, I do get where it's coming from. Sometimes I'm also sitting like down and like, oh, I would really love to give you a hint there, kind of thing. But I do think the backseating, right? Like if you're just like openly chatting about that, is kind of just taking the control away from the streamer in a way. I'm so excited I'm finally playing this game. So am I. It's been lovely so far. I don't know why I'm dying so much. I don't know. I just feel really stupid about like some of these steps. But hey, I'm gonna have to learn again. Like I feel like a part of that is just that I'm like used to Hollow Knight. And like other games, and the game plays like slightly different. It still feels really amazing, it just feels different in a way, right? That was awkward and strange. Yeah. You were debating banning for EX. They're not coming back anyway. But yeah, like, feel free. Like, here's the thing. you could absolutely do that. I always am saying the mods are always right. Like, I am generally somebody with like a relatively tough skin. There are only few things that you can really get under my skin at. Like, I thought the yikes was almost funny at that moment. But like, if you think that this is just rude, feel free to ban them, right? Like, I would, if you personally think that this would be like rude if somebody told that to you, ban them. Like, I would prefer to have like a little bit stricter rules on this channel. I would want this to be a place that people are free to hang out kind of thing. That is like generally a positive experience. Again, I have like a relatively tough skin when it comes to that stuff. Like, I've lived through like enough insults through my life, right? Like, I just kind of shrug it off in that way. But it doesn't mean that like everyone feels that way, and I would like to foster like a community that has like generally a little bit more positive. Unless we're talking about critiquing games, I'm gonna be strict about that. I'm gonna trash talk games if I have to. Yeah. If I hadn't been actively talking to them, you would have. Yeah. Again, I appreciate that. And again, the mods are always right. I think I have it like as a... Do I have it here? I don't even have it here. But hey, we can enjoy Zod command instead. Haha. Exactly. If you try, succeed. That's exactly how it works. Insult games, not people, is exactly how I feel about this. Like, especially when it comes to like big games. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I played. Like, I'm gonna talk about this more when I do the games of all time list. I played like a game this year that was like the worst game that I played this year, basically, right? And that game was basically a tech demo, and I also like kind of talked about it as if it was one. I just have to judge it like as a game because I paid game for like money for it. It was like somebody testing how Steam works, basically. And yeah, like, I'm gonna be a little bit more positive. It's like somebody's first project that was basically there as like an idea, right? They don't have like a lot of money behind it. But if I go to like a AAA studio and play a game from them, I'm gonna be harsh, right? Like, they have the resources to play like to make like an acceptable game, right? Right, it's like also one of the reasons why I rant so much about when I disagree with like choices that Tears of the Kingdom, for example, did, or Breath of the Wild, because those are big game studios, right? They have like the experience to make a better game, and I would love to, right, like these games to succeed and be better next time. And I say like big better, right? Like, obviously there are people who are going to enjoy that, but I generally like, again, I have like a lot of critiques to talk about like many games. And the funny thing is always when you are reaching a high level of critique, basically, or like a high quality of game, you have to talk about like more details, and once you get like into the details, you kind of have like more volume to talk about. Right, it's like once you reach like or get close to like perfection in a way, there's like a lot to rant about. I hear that with like other people who review things all of the time. Where it's like, hey, if you're playing a bad game, you can just say, hey, bad gameplay, basically. Yeah, you could go like into more detail, but you don't have to like bring up like as many examples, because like basically the whole game. But like once you reach like something that's like 90% there, and you only have to talk about like the 10%, these 10% are probably going to be like really spread out, like really comparatively to the game, minute things that you have to talk about like for hours. But in any case, I feel like I'm yapping too much, and it's almost, you know, getting midnight here. First of all, going to... No, wait. Let me finish this here. I'm gonna not end the recording early. Basically, for next week, you're the opposite. You go into detail about your hatred of bad books. I mean, here's the thing. Do you go into your hatred of bad books or books that you hated? Because like I always like to differentiate between like something being good and something being liked, right? I am like really stubborn about that I try to, at least. Yeah, books that you hated. Like, this is the thing. If you hate something, that's something different. I think like if you remember like the tier list, I'm gonna show that one off like when I do like the stream again. But like the worst tier in there was a D tier. I'm going by roughly school grades. Like, even a D tier on there is like still a passable game. It's not a game that I hated. It's just a game that I didn't particularly like. If I go into like the hate territory, obviously I could talk for hours about like the hate. You mean you hate them because they're bad? Are you sure though? No, I'm kidding. I mean somewhat, right? Like, if my argument is basically if something is good or like bad, you can quantify that to a point that you couldn't do just by base emotions, basically. You finished a book last night that you hated, you're still bad about it. Yeah, to be fair, I've also hated red stuff before, so I get it. Like sometimes you just want to see, like I've definitely seen pieces of media that I watched or like read because people were like so passionate about it, like positively, and you just read it and it's like, wow, this is terrible, this is terrible. Like there has to be something in there why people love this. And then you reach the end and you're like really disappointed, like hating even yourself because you read it, because it's just like terrible, right? Like you got nothing out of that basically. But yeah, that's like a different thing. Anyway, I kind of want to wrap this up here in a minute. Wait, it's the worst when you go in with high expectations. Yeah, like, okay, here's the thing. This is not necessarily this is like an example where I could like rant a lot about stuff. You had like 2 books like this last year. Oh, that's bad. Like I remember like to bring up like something where I went in with like a really high expectation, was like really disappointed. There's like the series, The Legend of Vox Machina, which is like the Critical Role like animated series. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate that series. I just don't like it. And I hate, like, and I feel like a little bit of hate there because I wanted to like it kind of thing, right? Because I was like, I guess a fan of the source material and just really did not like the adaptation they made to the point that I have like no interest of ever watching something else. And again, I don't think it's like really hate. It's just frustration is probably a better way to put it. I feel like frustration and hate are still something different because like you can also be frustrated with stuff that you love in a way. But yeah, anyway, let me finally wrap that up. We are going to have like more yapping streams in the future. I don't know if you noticed, I try to yap about like other topics while playing Hollow Knight, or like, I call it Hollow Knight again, Silksong, I'm sorry. Well, Silksong, I'm gonna try to like bring a little bit more of talking about like other stuff in between. In Hollow Knight, when I did that, wait, you noticed nothing about cars? Fair enough. No, I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to talk about like stuff outside of the game as well. I know it's kind of hard with like my limited attention span. That is like kind of normal, but I do think that it makes more fun conversations because like obviously you guys can't chat with me about the game too much, and that kind of makes this kind of sad, right? So I'm gonna try that. I feel like Silksong and previously Hollow Knight, or like in general Metroidvanias, are quite good for that because there's like a lot of gameplay between like, I'm gonna call it like cutscenes or conversations and stuff that you have where you can actually talk about like random stuff. I just feel like I cannot concentrate on like where I'm going. That's like the biggest issue. But yeah, like next week I'm gonna go for the stream that I had planned where I'm just ranking all of the games. I'm gonna also at that day prepare a list that you can also then rank if you want to. Right. You know, there's no confusion. Yeah, I would never stumble like a fool. You know, I was the king of fools. I did win that trial, okay? No, but like, I just try to like chat about like other things. I think it's more interesting for the stream. I think if I were to play something very story heavy, I think a game, like it would just be better on YouTube, right? I always feel like whenever I'm recording for a long time or streaming for a long time and cannot chat with chat, right? Chat with chat. That it's kind of a waste of my time streaming, right? Like I could just record this and like upload it another time. It would be a lot more relaxing for me. And I do not think that the live setting adds too much to those situations, right? But for streams like, again, Hollow Knight and other Metroidvanias, I think it's really fun to just have like people there be excited over wins and like excited over me failing because I apparently fail at pogos. But yeah, this is like kind of how I feel about this. Next week, I'm going to again, I'm going to finish this now. I'm getting distracted, okay? I'm sorry, chat, you're too interesting. I'm going to do a stream for like this ranking thing that I wanted to do. I want to do that like on Friday, but obviously my internet went out. And as always, we do have the exclamation Discord. I think like most people here are already on there, where I'm going to like update you on that when exactly that's going to happen. I'm also going to play more Silksong next week, probably Sunday, maybe another day as well. Like I'm gonna try to go for like Sundays just because it's like, you know, a regular day. It's going to probably be 8 o'clock again, like my time, like when I started today, roughly. I think that time works quite well because then I have like around 4 hours before it's like midnight my time. I don't care about midnight, but like I do know that there's some Europeans care about midnight. And I know that's like even like later, I know Cat has like a different time zone, for example. Where was I? That's going to happen. Otherwise, I want to talk about like one more thing. I'm getting distracted again. Yeah, I'm gonna Yeah, then it made the stream abruptly end after I said as always. I thought you were going to end stream. That would have been like a funny bit, no. What I'm gonna do here, I mentioned this like last time, I kind of wanna raid in a second. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna search for like a Hollow Knight streamer who's doing like a first playthrough or something. Because otherwise... Wait. Are they currently doing their charity stream? I forgot when that was. I might actually send you over then. Wait, let me check that stream real quick. I didn't want to, like, normally I would like to send you like to a Hollow Knight streamer because like Silksong I obviously can't send you to because I would get spoiled. But I did see, and I know I sent you to her before, but Via's doing like a charity thing? You know what, I'm gonna end recording here for YouTube. I'm gonna figure out like who to rate in a second. Bye YouTube!